So like I said, we're continuing with this collection, and we're picking up where we left off last time with number 15. Digital Hyperspace Retrograde is the next one up. A Wonderful Life in the Digital Space. WSD to move, space to jump, mouse to look. Photosensitivity, motion sickness, and flashing lights. Developed by Nikki Kalpa. Alright, let's see what it's all about. And of course I need to launch it as a separate executable, so bear with me while we get this captured. I scroll up here. And... okay, now you hear things. Here it is. Oh, heck, I messed it up. I think I might need to restart the game. It's like doing things within seconds. You know, subtitles would go a long way right now. Okay. So that's all it was. It was a figure. Oh my. It was a figure saying things that were very hard to understand. Now this might be a quick mercy kill. Ooh. Oh, I don't love this. I fell down. I don't love this. It kind of hurts to look at a little bit. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know, man. This might be a quick one. I wonder what this is doing to the bit rate. 12. It's very breakbeat. I gotta turn down the music on my end. Good lord. This is an assault on many senses. It's unique. I'll give him that. It's unique. I fell down again. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick one, I feel. Yeah, this is a lot. Yeah, shouts to my bit rate, which I'm sure is screaming right now. There's the jump. We have a very generous jump. Yeah, very big jump. Wowzers. Yeah, it's unique. It's unique, and it's very jumpy and flighty. Nights into Dreams, LSD. Yeah, LSD Simulator. We get a lot of LSD likes. Well, maybe not a lot. We get a few LSD likes with the with these collections. Usually we get one or two per collection, and I guess we haven't had any yet. So yeah, you jump through the rings, and it kind of punches you in the face a little bit. Well, it punches you in the eyes and the ears and the brain and the testicles. It just kind of assaults you. Just in general. Did I do it? Did I win? We're getting the dandruff. Oh my god, I can only imagine. This is probably not meant to be streamed. This is probably... The devs probably are like, yeah, this is just going to uninstall your bit rate. And your eyeballs too, for that matter. And yeah, here, but I'm compelled to keep playing it as the thing, like as much as I'm kind of complaining about it. So what I do like is that the controls are very floaty and in a satisfying way. So it actually plays pretty well. It's just it looks a little bit hurty, and I keep turning the volume down on my speakers, and it keeps not helping. It's like the game is getting louder to compensate for the fact that the player is going to lower their speaker volume. It's like the game says, no, you're gonna listen to me, all right. You're gonna hear me, and you're gonna like it, mister. All right, I think that's all the rings. Do I hit number 19? I do. Yep. We get the space dandruff. So apologies to anybody who is not a big fan of well, I was about to say the color purple, but it's really just all the colors. If you're not a big fan of just every color ever, then yeah, this might not be your cup of tea. Every color ever aggressively rubbed into your face. Oh, can I stand on that ring of Saturn? Jumping off of these kinds of downward angled platforms can be a little spicy. You can jump on this or walk on this. That's good to know. Yeah, we are nearing the end. Man, I actually kind of like this part of the soundtrack we're hearing right now. It's less break. Well, there's a break beat, but it's less like it's like nice and melodic, which is kind of cool. I tend to be kind of not a huge fan of a lot of breakbeat because it's just like I mean I love the Bomberman Hero soundtrack, and that has some breakbeat to it, but I think the melodies are interesting. It's like it's not just the beats and the rhythm. Like there's melodies and whatnot. I feel like some breakbeat is just like so aggressive with its punch you in the face with like aggressive beats and aggressive percussion that like there's no room for melodies. So we beat that was all the way through 24. I'm guessing this is going through all 31 days of December. 28. Okay, so I have no idea how much longer this goes. I was thinking maybe we were near the end. I feel like I've gone this far. I'll see it through the end, but I try to be very mindful of games that I stream making people's faces hurt. So if your face hurts right now, my apologies, and this will not be going on much longer. Yeah, as a streamer, you know, we want to be considerate of our viewers and not play things that cause physical, well, any kind of anguish, but especially physical anguish. That's one that we'd like to avoid if we can help it. This is a tricky one because all the rings are really far out. You have to get, like, jump from a high distance, but far away from the other platforms in order to reach them. So it's like you have to kind of full commit each time. Oh, I missed it. Heck. It's a full commit each time. Gosh, I think my eyes are starting to melt a little bit. Like if I close my eyes, I get like a multi-color swirl. There we go, I got that one, yeah. The nice thing is you can jump through platforms, like from underneath. That's kind of nice. It's like right there, I just jumped from underneath the platform, so you can kind of go through stuff, which is nice. So at least there are some conveniences baked in. Is that it, or is there more? I think there's... Oh, maybe that's it. Did we do it? Am I a gamer? Oh god, static. Up. It's like getting in my mouth. Oh gosh. Alright, so were we like building this thing, or like we were ascending, obviously, but like we're building to this orb, this static orb, and it's shedding more snow, more dandruff. And of course I can't walk up these steps, I have to jump up them. Oh, you know what? This is actually kind of a welcome sight. All right, now I can relax. Now it's not. I mean, it's still a striking presentation, but it's not as aggressive. Now, if I go back down, yeah, okay. So we go back and forth between Technicolor mode. All right. Also, I like how you've probably noticed too. When we launched the game, it was in full screen, but now it's like shrunk down a little bit. That's like how the window looks on my end too. It's very strange. Oh, here we just jump over this way. How long have Gracie and I been together? We would have started dating in September 2017. And let me think about this. Yeah, we'd known each other for a little while before then, before we started dating proper. Yeah, we started seeing each other in September of 2017, and we got engaged last year. Well, this year. We got engaged this year, but it was in January, so pretty early this year. Where do I go from here? Do I jump at this person? Do I jump onto the rings? Oh, I think that's exactly what I do. Oh god, I fell. I think I make this jump. Ooh, make it. Oh, barely. We barely made it. That was a little scary. Let's see if this does the trick. where it leads. Yo, TriStar, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. But yeah, so 2017, that means we are just past 5 years. And then we've been engaged for just for a little bit less than 1 year. So yeah, we got engaged. Let me think. It would have been January. What was the exact day? It was late January, so we'll be getting married almost exactly a year later. So consistency. Consistency is key, apparently. But I've known her since 2014, so I've known her for about 8 years, actually. Right, here we are. We're arriving to Jesus. Is he like? He's like, or whatever this thing is. He's got 3 orbs, 3 nipples, 3 floating nipples. Can I like jump onto you? Oh, I'm in his heart. I'm inside of you. I jumped into his heart. I can't tell what he's saying. Excuse me while I blow my nose. Anything else, fam? I can't move. There's no continue. If I hit escape, I'll close the game. Okay, that's fine. So that was that game. That was a bizarre one. And then can I continue? I have to click again. Okay, there we go. So that was Digital Hyperspace Retrograde. Weird, strange game. It was, you know what? It actually wasn't as bad. Like, it's very jarring at first, but playing it actually was pretty cool, but just looking at it and hearing it was a bit much. Oh, thank you, dude. That's so sweet, buddy. Aw, you're very kind. Thank you for the kind words, my friend. Infectious. I will infect all of you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you, dude. You're very sweet, buddy. Lots of nice folks. Saying lots of nice things. So we've had a lot of very nice people stop in over the past week. Actually the last few weeks we've had a lot of like very nice positivity, which I really appreciate. So appreciate people being so kind and supportive. What's up, one-legged duck? It has 3 nipples, and then I'm inside of you. Pretty standard stuff, I would say. Like I said, I promise I'm almost done blowing my nose, I think. 1 sec. The difference with what I'm having right now with blowing my nose now, without being too graphic, the difference is that, like, stuff is coming out, which is good. Like, get it out of there, you know, get it out, please. Whereas last week, I'd be blowing my nose and, like, there would be stuff, but it'd be really, like, it was, like, more watery. I think that's a sign that it's, like, just allergies. I guess it could have been a sinus infection, but those usually need antibiotics. But this, it's like, yes, stuff is getting out, and it's like, okay, I can breathe easy. Yeah, I'm convinced it was some kind of seasonal allergy thing because we had all that cold weather last week, and now the day when we actually have above freezing temperatures is the day when I can, you know, feel good, feel more gooder. By the way, for those who missed it, we are nearing the end of, like, well, we're nearing the last kind of few sequences here, the last few sections, because we are, let's see, there's 8 total, so we're 5/8 through our, like, the perimeter sections. Let's continue with number 16. Yeah, this is like an Advent Calendar plus, because there are entries for the later December days, which is cool. Cordobo Court is the next game by Coulter. Online social elements launches in your web browser. Oh, all right, fancy. And we get to learn about each other. All right, are you guys ready to learn? Let's see what this one entails. All right, so this one, it's just like they said. It's gonna be a web browser. So here we go. Not an executable at all. I mean, it just loads within an existing executable since it's my web browser. This patio is public. We collect only what you post. Every device gets 1 account. And we do moderate posts. I understand. It's loading. Up to 455 post stubs. Get those learning caps on. Get those learning pants on. Click logo to begin. Alright. So this is like a continuation of the Christmas tree motif from the last 2 Madvent calendars, where there'd be like a little Christmas tree. You can put an ornament on it, include a little message. Same kind of energy, but this one is within a web browser. And it's a patio instead of a Christmas tree. And this is really, really neat, actually. This is really cool. Very wholesome. You can put down little plants. You can have it be... You can probably, like, put your name on it. I'm wondering if there's, like, more places we can go. If this is, like, the one area. Because that map was pretty zoomed out at first. Yeah, scroll or pinch to zoom. So, this is pretty cool. So, Gino says, Ciao Belly. Skipty Realm. Oh, I'm sorry, Nick in the Skipty Realm says, don't touch my plant. A large black cat comes to your room offering you a mask. Do not accept that mask. And then he says, my plant. Knitting Squid in Silent Hill. All my plants are transplants. There you go. Happy Madvent. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Spooky times of the fictional variety, please. Whoever you want me to be. Location here. I hope you like it. Toll the Raven. Location my house. My birthday. I've been eating buffalo chicken pizza and drinking lattes all day while streaming to my friends. Oh, that's so nice. Pizza and lattes all day sound nice, but they also sound stomach exploding. So I can post piss. Are we posting piss? Is that what it is? Time for the spooky times, they say. Can post plants or plates rather. Have we been here before? Yes, yes, same kind of energy. Take it easy, enjoy the holidays. Of course, we could read all these. I eat poo. Very good, very good. Take the time to read all of these. It's a lot. But yeah, the social elements are pretty fun. When you steal from a corporation, it's not theft, it's reclamation. Based, honestly. Let's see, what's this one? That one's still pending review. Watch out in my lobbies, I flick my shots. I think that means he flicks his boogers. How to make a nice smoothie. That actually does sound pretty nice. Blueberries, bananas, PB2 powder, cocoa powder, chia seeds. That sounds pretty sweet, actually. The Giving Tree, yeah, it's an armada of potted plants that's metal as hell. Happy holidays, that's right, bud. :3. Wake up to reality, nothing goes as planned in this accursed world. Oh boy! Check me out on YouTube, he says. Scariest game ever. The word social makes me piss my pants. Alright, well, what do we want to create? Let's make a plant or a plate. Our options are plant or plate with different, like, varieties. Looks like somebody placed something right there, like, as we're playing it. We get flavors of plates and plants, which is nice. Yeah, that's what the learning cap was. Learning cap was so we could make some smoothies. Oh, never mind. I don't think they're being placed. I think they're just popping in from the camera panning around. So, yeah, what kind of thing do we want to make? I'm kind of vibing to the plants. I think the plant sounds nice. So, we have a couple different jar or like vase varieties. I think I like this one. And then as far as the leaf plant configuration, we have like kind of sparse, like with lots of gaps in the middle. We have kind of middle. Then we have big poofy. I kind of like the big poofy. I like the big poofy. Let's do that one. Plants are nice. Agreed. Now the one thing to consider is what should we include for our message? What should we include for our message? We can say Super Hobbit, from, you know, twitch.tv/superhobbit or however we want to do it. But what should the message be? Last time, the one from last year, we typed in go fast, eat ass. And I think that was a very wholesome and, well, I mean, holes are involved, but I think it's a very informative and helpful message. But I'm down for suggestions. Also, I love dark blue, so I'm gonna do like a navy blue motif. Purple. The color wheel is a little bit tricky to navigate just because you can't really see all of it as you're navigating it. Smoke, grass, touch, ass, doo-doo. I'm down. Let's do it. That is unless unless there's like heavy sensors. I mean, they censored piss automatically, so they probably wouldn't deny it outright. They're probably moderating it to make sure there's no, nothing extra spicy. So a little bit of spice is probably plenty nice. Let's just do that. And then this one, so the underglow. I like that pink underglow. Looks like ice cream. And then for this, for the pot, can I put it on someone's head, make them a pothead? Why I sent a Sax Heavy, because he only comes once a year. That's pretty good too. It's informative. I think I'm like stuck in like the same couple of colors. There we go. Now we're getting into some variety. Let's do that. And then here we go. So enter name. Alex. From twitch.tv/superhobbit. Message. Santa's sack so heavy. He only comes once a year. Smiley face. And there it is. Got the note filled out. Got our plant. Looks like ice cream. It looks like a scoop of ice cream. A cone of ice cream. And then where do we put it? So there are assigned locations. You can't put it in walkways. Fair, honestly. Can't put it in the window. Can't put it in front of doorways. Can't put it in the sky. Put it right there. It's kind of far away. Put it behind the tree. If I wanted to. Right there. And there it is. There's ours. He only comes once a year. Excellent. Thank you for contributing, Dude Dad. What's up, Meerkat? Welcome back, buddy. Survived, he says. Fantastic. He survived. Try finger butthole. Fantastic. Watch out in my lobbies. Oh, yeah, we read that guy's message earlier. Really enjoying this year's Madvent. Yep, it's a good one. It's a good one. Hope your next year is beautiful. Oh, name sus, location sus, message also sus. No label on that one. My cat is pissing me off right now. Better to be pissed off than it is to be pissed on. Check out my YouTube. The moon is an egg waiting to be hatched. Well, that's fucking terrifying. Have a great day from Romania. Happy Madvent. Here's a vaporwave bush. Yeah, it is kind of vapey. Vapey wavy. Oh, this is neat. I like these. I'm glad they do this every year. We are the rats. That one snuck in at the very bottom. Though both of those are pending, I guess. Kind of sneaking in the corner there. Sometimes it do be that way. It do be like that. Keep it kind and spooky. Love it. Now these are fun. These are fun and... oh, that's nice too. I'm glad they mix it up. I mean, the last 2 years, again, it was a Christmas tree, which was nice. But... no, this is good. I'm glad that they, like, decided to do something different and yeah, a little bit involved, too. Like, a little bit more involved. I think it's good. So, that is that's this one. What's this? Oh, that's full screen. Okay, we're already in full screen. So yeah, that was the. This is number 15. This is the social game for this time around. Yeah, this must have been for the people that got in early, as they placed theirs like right in the center. We probably could have maybe placed ours right there as well. But yeah, this is like the good spots right here. Back to the games. Close this. And there we go. So that was Cordobo Court. Yeah, there's always one social game. And that was a fun one. I liked it. A lucky 28 on perception. Damn. Standing on a false floor. Oh, Jesus, Meerkat. Yeah, how perceptive of you. Holy shit. Good thing you did. So I'm guessing the Doom Vault is like a vault full of treasures, but has some tricky challenges. Tears of Crow. Well, that sounds pleasant. Slit is the only text description given. We of course have WSD to move. Kino Emulator is the name of the developer. Tears of Christ. I don't know what to expect other than gore and flashing lights. Let's jump on in, baby. I have no idea what to expect, but here we go. Actually, one second. I gotta restart the game. This stuff is already happening. No warning. But I had to stop to blow my nose. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Alt-tab. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna restart the game. Okay. Oh, it looks like this is a one of them widescreen kinds of games. Let's Alt F4 so I can restart it. Okay, so launch that again. It's gonna be in 4:3 mode. Not widescreen, but it's standard resolution. Even though widescreen very much is the standard now. So I'm going to be messing with this while the text kind of does some stuff. It's like kind of religious-y, kind of, sorta, but not quite fully. It's a little bit unclear what's going on here, but yeah, there's like some kind of Jesus-y implications, which is kind of a first. We don't get a lot. I mean, we of course get lots of Christmassy, Santa Claus kinds of things, but we haven't had really any significant, at least, like religious things in these Christmas collections. It's kind of surprising, actually, come to think of it. Do you think that'd be something that a developer would have done already? Blood spreads like a dead deer, it says. Yeah, so very, very fun, very, very positive, clearly. Got tank controls, by the way. Blue. I don't know why it turns blue like that all of a sudden. Nearly impossible. Oh, really? So it's meant to be pretty spicy then. I wonder if, like, because I was taking so long to figure things out, maybe I'm like, is my guy bleeding out and dying, maybe? What? Yeah, I think maybe I'm taking too long. Maybe I need to retry one more time. Surrounded by bricks. I am surrounded by bricks, so they are. It's a bunch of deranged DMs, he says. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that one more time. It closed automatically, by the way. I think it's running on a timer. I'm gonna try one more time. Because there might be stuff to, like, explore and see. So I'm going to start moving in immediately. I know you can't see it yet. There it goes. Anyway, yeah, so it's a bunch of deranged DMs made the Doom Vault. It's supposed to be nearly impossible. There's the gather map. Okay, perfect. In the game discussion, thank you. Yeah, I'd be curious to check it out. Especially if it is completely unhinged. But the fact that you survived the first day of it is good. That probably means that you're off to a good start, but if it's multiple days or multiple sessions to it, it means you've probably got your work cut out for you. So yeah, so it looks like there is, yeah. Then like I guess our vision blurs. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. It's like our vision's blurring. So yeah, we're running on a timer, I think. Well, this ominous text keeps doing its thing. I don't think there's a thing to find or an objective, though. I think it's you just kind of wander around and then your character just reaches their limit. Is that correct? I am surrounded by bricks. That is accurate. Planned like dice, the bricks, that is. Whoa. And then there's like stomping noises. Dead end. Oh, it's drums. I thought it was somebody like, I thought it was like something ominous approaching. I think it's just a drum set. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, very weird, very weird. I mean, a lot of these games are weird, but yeah, that was some of them are especially experimental in nature. So again, that was this one. That was Tears of Christ. Next one up is number 18, Peace on Earth, by Octal Otter Games. Small group celebrates, what was it? Celebrates Christmas in the most unlikely of circumstances. Okay, we have WSD to move, left mouse button to interact, mouse to look around. Let's jump in. Let us jump in. Lettuce. Delicious. One second while I get this set up. Peace on Earth. Peace on Earth is the name of the game. Christmas already, says Heather. Everyone else is already awake. This is a very Spartan barracks. Yeah, maybe I was thinking like, oh, it's like a weird sibling room, but maybe we're like a military barracks or something. When I hand the presents, but I hid them everywhere. Should find them, make sure everyone gets their gift. Okay. So we gotta look for presents. What was that? There was something that just popped up. Oh, here it is. Pick up present. Raven's present. Hope she likes it. So I'm guessing there's 5 presents, or maybe 4, if one of our beds is one of the beds is ours. This is, oh, we don't have names necessarily. It's a vault. Are we NASA scientists or something? Is that like what that emblem is? So this is Nehemiah. Merry Christmas. This is his present. He's gonna love it, and then he was right here the whole time. You think he was any the wiser? Or maybe an orphanage? Yeah, could be an orphanage. This is Taichi. He's like, right, it's Christmas. I'm not gonna exit. There's presents to give out. There's Taichi's present. Better give it to him. It said talk when I was looking at the couch. I think it's because I'm close to Taichi. And I'm kind of like near This is... Oh, this is Raven. Right, we know about Raven. We found his present first. I didn't think to give anything in return, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. It's better to give than it is to receive. It's a necklace. It's beautiful. So we made it ourselves. It was nothing. Is he wearing it? I don't see it necessarily. Actually, it's probably a lady. It's probably a she. Yeah, Raven. Yeah. So there's 5 of us. The radio's popping. So, do we get one for Ty? I think I think this is it, right? Wait, hold on. There's 5 beds, though. And 3 people to whom I'm giving gifts. Shouldn't there be a 4th person who's not us? Well, regardless. Merry Crimbus. Make everyone presents. This is, I anticipated this. A new beanie. Knitted it yourself. I didn't know you could knit. Got a lot of time to learn. Oh, so we got a new beanie and we got him new wooden kitchen utensils. Current ones are showing their age. Fantastic. And then Taiichi, he says, "What's this? You're too kind. Considering the circumstances, I wonder what the circumstances are. Makes it all the more important. It's a Rubik's Cube made of wood. Woodworking skills, very nice." So yeah, there's 5 stockings. So who's the 5th person? Merry Christmas, I guess. Yeah, considering the circumstances, they say. Under these circumstances, what's the point anymore? That's why it's necessary. Gotta break up the monotony. It's only 1 day a year. It says very well. Make us a nice meal later on. Sounds nice. Or at least as nice as I can make it. Give yourself more credit. Your cooking keeps us sane and healthy. Okay, well, we have that door to exit. So far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like there's any other flavor text or anything, or like flavor things to investigate. So the TV clearly has no reception, but the radio does. So if it's maybe not like a full-on apocalypse, if there's radio stations playing things. Time to head out. Is it a prison? It could be a prison. Okay, so there's probably the person that died then. Or are we on the moon? Amara. So that was the 5th person, the 5th bed. We on an asteroid or the moon? Yeah, so Earth is fully hecked. Not the blood moon, this is the blood Earth. So I think we're on the moon. Yeah, I guess the question is where... Yeah, who is broadcasting those like the radio station? There it is. Why was there wood? Yeah, good question. Yeah, why was there wood to begin with? They talk about their woodworking skills, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna cook us up something. Yeah, woodworking skills, wooden utensils, knitting beanies. How did any of that work? They must have brought stuff with them, obviously. Must have brought stuff with them to the moon. Brought supplies. Need some food, Johnson. Absolutely. Get yourself some namis. Sounds fun. Number 19 is next. Ooh, is this gonna be a snowboarding game? Snowboarding. Blood borders. There's gore. Go down the mountain and satisfy your bloodlust. Okay, this sounds weird, but I'm down. Are we gonna know the controls, or are we just gonna go in blind on the controls? This is developed by neither Nathan and Francisco Lucas. Blood Borders with a Z. Let's jump in. No controls given, but hopefully it'll be easy to figure out. Okay, and mercifully, this one gives us a menu, like a start menu, before that just throws us in, which I appreciate. Makes my job easier. Oh, except it's a 4-3 game. One of these. Fine by me, fine by me. I think I need to... Yeah, I need to shore this up a little bit. It's actually... I don't have the dimensions quite right with this one. The thing is, I say it's a 4-3 ratio game. The thing is, every single one of these games, it's not quite truly 4-3. They're, like, each one does it a little bit differently, and the dimensions aren't consistent, which is evident by the fact that I have to, like, redo the capture every time, and, like, redo the dimensions every time, just because, yeah, it's not, like, the lack of consistency. It's fine. I mean, it's not, like, a huge problem, but it is something that yeah, we have to kind of work around, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. Can I do normal background instead? There we go. This is probably going to be a more bright and colorful game. Well, there is going to be murder. There is going to be gore. We don't know how much or the nature of the murder. There we go, that's pretty good. Okay. Actually, I think I will stick with a dark background. Actually, I think that probably makes more sense. Thematic. Come snowboard in the bloody mountains. This reminds me of the kinds of, like, freeware, like, browser games that I used to play back in the day. When I was in, like, middle school. Like, some kind of Chips Ahoy licensed browser game, or like, those kinds of things. What's our board, by the way? Bloodlust, Wild Wild Impulses. Future Imperfect. Abstract. Cloud. Clouds? Oh, yeah, Cloud. I thought it was like an A. There's Krampus. The S's look like A's. Looks like it's Krampua. I kind of like the Future Imperfect or the Abstract. I'll be the space alien friend. Here we go. Blood. It's the name of on the helicopter. It's the company. That's us. We got our machete and everything. Woo! Extreme. Cowabunga. Oh, okay. It's WSD. Kill them all. It says. Is there? Can I? Oh, there we go. There's kill. Left click. There we go. So I get to murder. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. I can go fast. Kill. Plus 5. Oh, you have to kill to survive. Woo! So one person escaped my wrath. C. Checkpoint. Oh, that's what the C is. C, senor. It's a little bit tricky, honestly, getting the hits to line up. There we go. This is kind of awesome, though. Now we've all had some kind of snowboarding, whoops, experience. Oh, I took damage. Okay, that's what the hell. That's what the little damage meter is. Also, this is where we have to be careful. Yeah, we've all been in some kind of... Oh, present. Get found. Yeah, we've all been in some kind of winter snowboard lodge, skiing lodge situation where there was a serial killer snowboarder on the loose, gathering presents, And blood. Can I get health back, by the way? I kind of took some damage that made my guy a little sad. We keep fighting the same top hat lad. Oh, I died. I tried to get the present, but I kind of hecked the landing. Oh, but we got the checkpoint. Okay, we're good, we're good. So when you die, you just restart the latest checkpoint. Got the present. Had some sick air on that one, holy moly. Ouch. Nice of them to just kind of fly up to me. There's a lot of them too, holy moly. Gift found. These things work in threes, probably, maybe. Don't hit the Christmas trees. It's a cornucopia of murder. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're just fucking slapping them down in droves. Oh my god. Getting all that time back. Like I was worried. I wonder if this is... Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, is it like procedural? I think it's like gradually getting harder though. Like the obstacles are getting more involved. Oh, they're in a perfect line. I'm coming down the perfect line. Oh, I missed the presents. Oh my god, the fucking meat grinders. Oh! Oh, that counted as a kill, alright. Here we go. I think this is the end. Oh. So I got all but one gift. So this has got to be the end right here. So if you get all 5 presents, what do? And at the end are the police. We're gonna arrest us for mass murder. 39 kills, 4 gifts though. I gotta know what happens when you get all the gifts. We gotta go again. I gotta get the gifts, man. Kill them all. Yeah, honestly, this one is not spooky at all, but it's hilarious, and it might be my favorite of the games. Well, I don't know. We've played some pretty cool ones, but it might be my favorite at least so far. It's such a ridiculous premise, and it plays like really well. It's real simple. Kind of makes me want to play some like N64 snowboarding games, and I was never really into snowboarding games as a kid, but this is pretty cool. It's very, very retro. Thump. I just love how the density of victims becomes so much larger once you get into the later levels, later areas. Like they just cluster up so well. They're just practically begging to get murdered with a machete, of which I'm happy to oblige. Whew. Pulled a fast one there. Hey, what's up, Dave? Whoop. So I think that was the first gift that we're meant to find. I think it's the same order. You need to remember that left click attacks to left. I tend to just attack left by default. Oh, I'm almost out of time, by the way. I gotta get more murders in. I think I've been missing a lot. Oh, I ran out of time. God damn it. We can do this. We can do this. I have full confidence. Press the any button. What if you kill no one? Then yeah, then you run out of time. You have to commit lots of murders. So I gotta go fast, and I gotta eat ass. Maybe I need to not go as fast. Maybe my problem is I'm going too fast. I just need to be more efficient with my kills. Like in a case like this, don't take the jump. Go out of your way to end lives. Plus 5 seconds. Yeah, right there. I default to left click, even though I'm coming up on the right. And my guy's right hand. I think if my guy was left-handed, this would not be an issue for me. But when my guy's right-handed, so I by default like to approach on the right, like a fool. Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's the aesthetic for sure. Minigame energy, yeah. Now, if only Final Fantasy VII had you play as a machete-wielding lunatic murdering people. If only that such a thing existed in that game. Ouch. We gotta get the present. Present is key to our survival. There we go. I got 10 seconds back. I'm gonna put on the brakes for a minute so I can get the lads I just passed up. It's a few of them. I like when you get multiple in a single swipe. Dave, can you imagine playing it? Like, hold on. Who's the in Final Fantasy VII? Who's the character least likely to want to murder somebody with a machete? Aerith, maybe. I'm just imagining Aerith putting on a hockey mask, getting a bloody ass machete, and just going on a killing spree. Specifically to murder Sephiroth, of course. Motorcycle. Yeah, fair point. We got lots of time though, so we're good. Then we bounce. Mind the bounce. Whoa! So extreme. Nope. There's that one. I think that was one I missed last time. We're getting a lot of buddies now. Whoa. A lot of friends. Ouch. But yeah, this is around the time when you get a very healthy dose of murder. Because they just bunch up like this. So you can just bank a bunch of time. Is 60 the max? 60 is not the max. Checkpoint. "76 seconds. Look at it. We are flying high. Whoop. We get it? Hey, we got it. Nice. One more. Woo! Unless I missed one, but I think the last one is somewhere amongst the grinders. There it is. Oh, I died. That's okay. That's it. We got plenty of time. Tifa would prefer to kill people with their... Well, yeah. I'm saying the person, like, least likely to want to murder. So you give someone, like this... Like, who's the sweetest and most innocent character? Who should be given a machete? So they can go on a blood-fueled, bloodlust rampage. Because you're right, yeah, Tifa... She would want to, like, fucking snap spines with her bare hands. Which is why she's everyone's waifu. Oh, I got fucking obliterated by those meat grinders. God damn. You're thinking Tifa would be the second least likely. Okay, yeah. I think I see what you're saying. I mean, she's a nice character, I suppose, but she's also kind of a badass. Yeah, with the punchies, the punchy moves. Remember earlier when I got fucking obliterated by a meat grinder? That was a good time. I think that this must be an instant kill, the meat grinders. Whoop. Present. All right, all 5 gifts found. We're a regular old Santa Claus. Ouch. Gotta get some last-minute kills. I'm putting on the brakes so I can get some more kills. Alright, Top Hat Man. 52. Anyone else? Anyone else? Oh, a couple. I don't actually get to attack afterwards. So there was that one. Yeah, that might be my favorite one, honestly. It looks like we didn't unlock anything by getting all the gifts. Well, maybe. Let's go back to the main menu. Maybe there's something in the menu now. Borders! Zzz, with a Z. So no new boards. That's okay. Now this is a cool one. I like this one a lot. This is very fun. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. To quit, yes. Boop. That was good though. Blood Borders, that was a fun one. That, yeah, like I said, it might be my favorite one of the bunch. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite though, because so many of them are so different. But that was a really delightful one. Futile is the next game by OKSoft. An empty island with a small structure. Looks like it's just one person. Okaya. Hence the okay aspect. I'm sure it's more than okay. I'm sure it's a very good game. That Blood Borders game, man. I'm gonna be thinking about that all day, dude. That was great. That was really something fun. Sometimes, like, campy, just simple and campy is the way to go. I like the games that, of course, do weird experimental things. I like these, like, legit scary. I like brooding atmosphere like this might be. But I also like campy goofy. And that was very campy and goofy. Whoop. Oh, just the waves. I always do that in shit like this. I play a game like this, and the game clearly wants me to go forward. What's the first thing I do? I turn around and look behind me. I like to take in the sights, take in all the potential avenues and things to explore. So we are on. We're all by ourselves, presumably all by ourselves, in the middle of a lake, or maybe probably an ocean actually. And there is a radio tower with, like, battlements. Like, look at that. The way the castle walls are shaped. It's kind of odd. So, let's see what is here and what brought us here. It's very fuzzy, kind of like a dream, honestly. Or like a nightmare, even. No mention of how we got here, or who we are, or where we are. It's a lighthouse, maybe? Huh. Well, I'll admit, I wasn't expecting the answer to be nothing. Let's keep exploring. Maybe there's something to this. But, I mean, maybe it's futile because maybe there's not much to it. Maybe it's real simple. Let's see if we can hop on to the roof area. Because, yeah, there were those battlements. If that's the right word for it, I think. We can kind of hop out the window, maybe. Or just hop the fence. So, yeah, right down here. Hup, hup. Can't do it. Is there a sprint? No sprints. Well, they said it was futile. I mean, maybe we're just to take the game at its word. Like, wow, you weren't kidding. There's not much to be done. Yeah, maybe that's the whole point. It's like to make you feel kind of lonely and isolated. 'Cause, yeah, I was thinking maybe there'd be something up there, but I don't see a way to do it. To get up there, I don't see a ladder. I was thinking there's a radio tower. I don't see any radio equipment. We have this thing. And an invisible wall, by the way, so I can't go around it. Yeah. Yes, this might just be what I sometimes call museum games. This might be a museum game. Where there's no end goal, it's more just things to look at. Can I go out the way I came? Into the water? Where I return? I cannot. Invisible walls, damn. Alright, well. That, so far as I can tell, is it for this game. Man, we're just plowing through these. I feel like the first like 2 sequences of games were like much longer, but these were just banging out one after the other. That's a very encouraging thumbnail and a very encouraging game name. The next one is called Swole by R.A., Chris H, and Vapor Shark. Substance abuse, implied abuse of family, and implied... We don't know. Just implied. Something is implied. Another pandemic has has you locked down inside your house, but you can come out of it looking impressive. You have to move, mouse to click to interact, you to open phone in VR mode. Okay, we don't have VR, obviously. So yeah, we're in lockdown because of another pandemic, but we're gonna come out of it looking impressive. Up and down. There's 1 to 60 emotes. So I don't know if we have that, obviously, but yes, move to interact. Q to open phone. So yes, RA, I think. Eldritch Renaissance Cake. That's quite the screen name. Then yeah, Vapor Shark. The name Vapor Shark comes to mind. I think I've heard that name or read that name before. Implied. When did this come out? So this collection would have first been made available, I think December 3rd or like December 4th. It was like early this month. But this particular game, hold up. This particular game would have only been available as of the 21st because it's an advent calendar. So each game unlocks on each day. So this one has only been available for about a week. Let's see what it's all about. This one's called Swole. We're gonna get swole. Made with the Godot engine, by the way.
Good afternoon, my beautiful little dum-dum.
That was quite the words. That's me, and I'm an impressive little toad, but she is your cousin? Oh god. What the hell? Oh, well, then it's okay. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You aren't getting very swole, are you? Christmas is coming, quarantine is over, family is there, she's there, and you'll come out looking like what? A child? Don't be a bitch, you know what to do.
What the fuck? What an odd intro. I guess I don't know what to expect. So I'm having weird dreams, he says. Anyway, for you, the player, whatever you are, Q and mouse left. Opens up the phone, mouse left is action, carry items and use them with other items. It's a to-do list for today. Gotta get my goals done. Thanks for doing this. Alright. So we have, in the top left, we have a little, like, shaker, protein shaker. Yeah, it's not pre-pandemic. Yeah, it didn't tell the future. Eat breakfast, consume content, watch video to the end, read takes, scroll down twice, wash the plates, and order the pills. The pills. Consume content. What other apps do we have? Oh my god. So is this the content? Deplatform. Leftists, purging the leftists, guillotine the teenagers. I'm gonna, okay. Lust eats. I love y'all. Hear me out, that's the T. Alright, good. What else we got? Is this the content? Hands. Subscribe. Discount code Handsy. Play. What is it? Ariana, Valor of Legend. Is this clout shoot? Very good. This is some primo content right here. I like how it's papyrus, by the way. The font used, papyrus. And he's tearing up paper. Very good. So, Ariana, Valor of Legend. It's gotta be a fucking Raid Shadow Legends. Goof. Says I have to watch the whole video. The whole gosh darn thing. I gotta consume all the content. Did I do it? Did I consume the content? Have I been a good consumer? I'll assume the answer is yes. Done. Consume content. Hell yeah. Read the text. Oh, I gotta scroll. How do I scroll? E scrolls. There we go. Stacy's are Stacy's. I'm so tired. I'm gonna shut down. Okay. I just met some teenagers. I'm leaving. Oh, okay. That's what this is. This is who to take. Let's purge the landlords. If it weren't for boomers, I wouldn't hug the boomers? What? Influencers are influencers. Thank you to my follows. Fuck already, that's the T. I'm done with boomers, the thread, question mark. Shut down, that's the T. Let's enable the content creators. Perverts have started to lose. To lose the perverts. I'm depressed. I'm depressed. All right. I'm one of the proud. Oh gosh. Delete already. I hate this. I'm going to hate all the nerds. All right. Actually, I think we're good, right? Done. Can we consume the content? All right. Let's put this away. Let's eat breakfast. Dirty plate. Use on sink. Sink. Colonies in the sink or some shit. There we go. I get it. In the top left corner, that's our loading bar for the progress on our to-do list. All we have left to do is eat breakfast. Sandwich. Is that our breakfast? A sandwich? Breakfast sandwich? Actually, that breakfast sandwich doesn't sound half bad right now, actually. There's a certain piece and consistency of the same 3 dishes. Singular breakfast. I wear 3 different sets of clothes. I like tigers a lot, as evident by this friend right here. We Gucci? Oh, we need to order the pills. The pills. More tigers. Is this? Oh, it's an AI tiger. Yep. An AI tiger and an AIger. As evident by the fact that the tiger is like vomiting hands and the man with no mouth or nose and a single eyeball is extracting the mouths from the tiger, and his leg is a paw, and this man has a paw tail. Yeah, fucking AI art, man. This one is I think also AI art, and it is less fucky. Still kind of fucky. I think this is the only. Oh wait, no, this one's AI as well. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I guess it didn't take long before like game developers would be like, you know what, I'll just DIY it with AI stuff. I don't know how I feel about it, but I think the AI stuff is interesting, but seeing it put into games is a little bit weird, I think. And also it's already uncanny as it is, but all right, so we can go into the bathroom. Is there a piss button? Action piss? Let's go to our computer, because there's obviously something going down with computer. This man's doing push-ups. There's a cat friend. Use the computer. Yes. Forced repeat space of AWOL virtual spaces. Okay. And fly up and down. Ah, okay. So we can fly up and fly down. So it's like a second life kind of thing, I think. So all these exercises. So this is getting swole then. We're doing... Yeah, we're doing exercises in-game. Like fuck. Yes. When I get rich, I mean fucking rich, I'm gonna get a long blonde hair transplant. Like goddamn L'Oreal hair. Pearly white veneers, horse-sized, obviously. Collagen in my lips and cheekbones, so I look like a goddamn space alien. So I'm guessing that's what this guy said, because we were like exercising with him. Okay, so anyway. Creatine. Okay, very good. What do these guys think? Oh, what was it? What was it? Good running backwards animation. Goldfarb Blum. Alright, Farb Blum. We're almost perfectly in sync. I'm fucking angry all the time and I'm livid. Felt off, but not this bad. No, everything pisses me off. Can't stand anything. Yeah, well, that did be that way sometimes. I keep wanting to use the mouse to move in-game. And in-game inside the game. This is weird. Kyler. 2. Kyler number 2. I think in marriage. You can go pretty far without... Oh, well, there you go. But you can... Oh, without love, but with like. Without like, you're... Oh, okay, very good. The one with the custom skin. Very good. Huh. Sturmmeister. What do you think, Sturmmeister? Makes videos where he sneaks around parks and farts on... Oh, yeah. Yeah, classic. Running for Parliament, Freedom of Speech Party, great. At least he's real in what he does. I mean, he might be a public menace, but I mean... At least he's like... I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time going along with what this guy's about, but... What do I know, right? Can I just jump off the edge? Oh, and then you... Oh, wait, there we go. You just fall down a little bit. Yeah, we have the fly button. This is what happens when you get swole. You can just fly. What's that say? It says grind set. Grind set. Yes, Sigma grind set. Yep. Yeah, this is what happens when you go to the gym enough. You can just fly at will, effortlessly. Let's see what's up here. The second floor. The tech's computer, by the way, never goes away. It is definitely computer, no doubt about it. This is the most computer of computers. Raw dogs. Oh, this guy's gonna have some insightful... Some insightful goods. I don't think I have an emote for this. Yeah, I don't have the premium membership for this emote. I'm doing 1 through 6. Yeah, so I don't have this one. Scroll down at least twice on hot take so the page refreshes for it to be a full task completed. Yep. Okay, alright. Alright. Oh god. Uh-oh. Is it hacked? Oh yeah, okay, you have to have space. If you click, it just refreshes. Hit space to dismiss. Alright, what do you think? Yeah, talking about the pandemic. For 40 years now, since the first one in the 20s. So maybe this is what we have to look forward to 40 years from now. Drug people have gotten worse. Huge lineman ass motherfucker who they had to... Oh gosh. Got nothing else to do. Yeah. War hamster. What a name. Oh, what do you think, War Hamster? I started a podcast. It started out with me interviewing the craziest motherfuckers. Some of them had a point. Australia doesn't... Did you know Australia doesn't exist? They just use practical effects. Have you even seen a kangaroo at the zoo? Me either. Says the pills are great. So I need to order the pills. So I think I need to order them inside the game somehow. So again, I don't have the premium membership, so I don't have... Oh no, this guy's just doing the jump rope. I have this one. Like we're dancing. What's his pants say? Spurt? Sport. Oh, super sport. Atlas Shrigged. Based? Oh my fucking god. From who is John Galt? He's oldest symbol of state being impressive towards job makers. Jeez, fucking. And they just stop crating jobs. Shit world, ain't it? Yep. Devour. Great. Very good. Very, very good. Let's go to the next floor, I suppose. Maybe the pills are awaiting. Have I talked to you? Oh, I can't. I don't have that animation. I think I've already... Have I jumped your jacks? I've probably jumped your jacks. Let me double check though. Oh yes, I've jumped. Yeah, all right. I could just check the screen name because the screen names I would remember. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, it's kind of disorienting when I try to move the mouse, and it's like, all right, I'm within the game. Game within the game. Whomst is this? There's a big lad. Look at that big boy. And then this motherfucker doing a very impressive naked, fully nude handstand on the fingies. And there's a giant motherfucker over there. Danny Alton. What do you got for us, Danny? Give us the knowledge. Eat big to get big. Yep. Go Mad is done. Dairy has... Okay. Now it's half a cow a week. Ho cow. Metamucil Life 2. For real, bro. Trust me, I've been there. Source. Trust me, bro. Just trust me. Alright, so there's the punch animation that we don't have. Very good. And then here's giant person. Giant human person. Do you have... You're a moderator. Barfield. Barfield is his name. The rocks. Yeah, I need the goods. Frenchie's in front of the I Am God sign mid-level. He's shipping right now. Go ask him. Got mine today. Frenchie's in front of the I Am God. Okay. Oh my god, please. Okay. So yes, this is a cat person, by the way. Giant cat. Oh, I think it's a lady. I think it's a cat muscle lady. Actually, I guess maybe I can just talk if I just go up and like click the interact button. World of Lars. Protein shake bottle will fill up as you complete tasks. Yep, it sure did. And mine is nearly done. So I'm nearly officially swole. He said mid-level. Which I think means this level, I think. So raw dogs. Yeah, we already talked to raw dogs. He said Frenchies. In front of the I Am God, I think he said. So I'm looking for a statue or a sign. Something. Is it you? I think it might be you. You're shipping. Is it legal? Of course it's legal. Whatever that is, doesn't know about it. Is it safe to use? I benched 500 last night. I promise it's legit. I need the details. 350 for 2 weeks. Cash bud me. Okay. 1 pill while eating breakfast or after, so the micro grains dissolve gradually. I'll send. Thanks, bro. Hit me up if you have a friend or family member who needs to get jacked. So that completes our to-do list for the day. Shit. The pill should be here. I need to check out my to-do for today. All right. Eat breakfast, consume content, read to... All right, so take the pills this time. So, all right, so let's check our content. Jesus fucking Christ. I think I'm just gonna scroll and not really, you know, read any of this because it's pretty... It's definitely a thing. Big vehicles. All right, let's consume the content. What's up? Very odd. Good to see you, bud. Very odd Jag. Jag D. Panzer. Those are some good sentences, by the way. My oldest brother lives in Ireland, actually. He's from the United States, but he moved there a couple years ago. They weren't kidding when they say big trucks, by the way. Those are some big trucks. All right, so we consumed the content. Did I not read the takes, though? I thought I read the takes. So I scrolled on twice. And I'm definitely reading them. I'm definitely reading these. I'm not just scrolling mindlessly just to complete the requirement. Okay, there we go. Eat breakfast. Wash the plate. Actually, I'm going to take the pills and then eat breakfast. Wash my 1 plate. Last night's Ronin McSausage, just the right macro combo. That's right. So the pills are here. The pills. This is it. This is fucking it. Time to dance, baby. Woo! And let's go to our fridge. There it is. Probiotic nutrient time. Breakfast. 30% carbs, 10% protein, 4% fiber, 10% fat. The rest is water or something. I don't know. All right. Dum Dum. It's a giant whale. And also a fox.
It seems to be working. It's been 2 weeks since we started.
He's there. Well, like I said, he's from the United States, but he lives in Ireland, so he's Irish by proxy.
Well, I don't know if it's a big deal.
Uh-oh.
You have been getting hungrier, have you? Muscle growth needs nutrition. I ate 6 pounds of
Jesus.
chicken yesterday.
It's a lot of food.
Well, muscle growth needs nutrition.
I wonder, like, how much more of this is there. This is very bizarre. It's working. I'm hungrier. Did we like rip shit off the walls? Is that what's going on here? Oh wow, we're taller, I think. The room feels small right now. That's an interesting trick. All right, so yeah, the phone is smaller. Eat breakfast, consume content, watch, take the pill, eat another breakfast, and check up on the moderator. Okay. First I'll wash the plate. Clean. Okay. All right. So scroll. I can't even read the text because it's so far away. So I will scroll a couple times. Okay. Time to consume the content. What do we have today? Is it the hands video again? Oh boy. Oh, but this time it's crushing crackers. Wow. Such great content. But again, this phone is so small. So a lot of the details are probably mercifully lost. I kind of like the big truck video. The big truck video is kind of fun. Oh, and then it like glitches out at the end. Very good. That count? Done, consume content. Good. So let's eat breakfast. Hungry. He's eating. He speaks in very simple sentences. Sandwich. Okay. And then the pill. Here's the pills. Important. I took a pill. Can I take more? No. Only one. Only one. Time to eat another breakfast. More. Bread. Let's check up on the moderator. See how he's doing. So let's use the computer. Alright, so the moderator's probably still on the 3rd floor. Do these guys say anything different, by the way? Sturmmeister? Be afraid, he says. Okay. Nice and ominous, just the way I like it. Which one is it? Which one? It's this one. Here it is. Here it is. Look at us being in sync together. What gets to you, man? What grinds your gears? Oh, okay, well, yeah, that would do it. Yeah. Barely getting even. Oh, yeah. Some overpopulation. Just pushed into like the meat grinder. Yep, yep. After I take these pills, I'm gonna get rich doing personal training. Alright, yeah. Also, the number of people is getting smaller, it seems. Within this little universe. Which I think is not unintentional. Here's another jumping jack friend. Which one is this? This is Warhamster. Who could forget Warhamster? Our old buddy. There is blood all over. I lick it. Very good. Very insightful. What do you have, bud? Look at us, we're like opposites right now. It's fucked, man. Is it a new pandemic? Not sure, but I'm not feeling so good. People dropping like flies. Yikes, that doesn't sound good. All right, here's the punchy boy. We can't do his animation. Come to me and I taste. Okay. Thank you very, very much, person. Person that freaks me out a little bit. Anything on this side? Yeah, because there was a person over on this side, but no longer. Up to the top floor. Checking the moderator friend. This game is very long relative to some of the other ones. Some of them have been real short. So there's giant moderator. They're no longer emoting, they're just standing still. I am the virus. Oh god, please let me escape. Oh my god. It's like a chat loop that you can't get out of. Hello, moderator. Barfield. Giant swole cat. So, let's see. SFWD. So fucking... I don't know. I don't know what he was saying. SFWD.
You know the feeling?
It's a kitty cat. Or no, it's a fox.
Passenger in a sidecar. That's what I feel like most of the time. But in the end, I think it's still worth it. And like this rich mark has started to read as
Oh,
well.
that doesn't sound good.
Still, wounds heal and is the price to pay for growing at this pace.
So there's steroids, right?
Really into wrestlers.
Because he's... Oh my gosh. So again, I guess that's the part that I'm a little bit hecked by, man. We're like trying to get swole. We're trying to get like real swole real quick by taking steroids because we want to impress our second cousin at like a Christmas gathering or a family reunion or something. We are getting so large we cannot fit into our bed. We've ripped all the paintings out the walls. All right, so our guy's getting hungry. Our phone is getting so gosh darn small. Eat 4 breakfasts. Check if there is anyone left online, and then take a pill. So we don't need to mess with the content, which is probably for the best. Hungry. 1 breakfast. Hungry. 2 breakfast. Eat. And I'm gonna take a pill. I can hardly fit through the goddamn bed frame. Good lord, we're a hulking bastard. More. Oh god. We took like 3 pills, I think. Hungry in all caps. Eat. Hey, what's up, EDR? Let's see. So we ate every breakfast. We take a pill. Done. All right. Check if there's anyone left online. Let's see. Let's check our... This is the Discord server we moderate. See if there's anyone left. There's this one. Here's one person. We'll do some matching animations to speak with him. You know what gets to me? Oh wait, I think we've already talked to this guy. Yeah, we talked to this guy before. Yeah, we've already talked to him, so he is left. He is still around. But yeah, it is becoming much less populated, less populous as time goes on. Can't like go through the walls. It's so, again, it's so disorienting. I want to use the mouse to look around in game. 0-1 hungry. I mean, our guy just ate 4 breakfasts and then 3 pills. The mod is gone. Everybody's gone and we're fucked. Okay, so the moderator is no longer there. Just those 2 users. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. These, like, dream sequences are getting more desperate. Alright, so how are we gonna look now? Meerkat says, too real, man. Meerkat, are you also gigantically swole? Oh, our bed is gone. Did we eat our bed? Meerkat, did you eat your bed? What did I tell you about eating your bed, Meerkat? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Go outside is our to-do. No breakfasts. Everything's red somehow. Christmas lights. You are a tall glass of water. That's correct. We can fit through. Is this outside? This is our bathroom. This is outside. Now. Now, outside. All right. Yes. Go. Do. Is that it? Is that the game? Meerkat says, for breakfast, that's chump change. Those are rookie numbers. Can't tell if the game is still doing things or if it's like trying to close or something. Huh. I was thinking there'd be like a more, I guess, substantial end. But I think that'd be it. Think that'd do it. Okay. Well, so that was Swole, a very bizarre game that was very long. Relative to some of the other ones, at least. Can I Alt F4? That's the test. Okay, we can Alt F4 it, so. There we go. 6, 7, 37 sliders. God damn, that is terrifying and impressive. 37 sliders. 6, 7. 6, 7, 37 sliders. How many calories do you think that was, Meerkat? I mean, we could do the numbers, obviously, if we looked up how the caloric intake for a single slider, but like, man, was he... How does your friend poop? I need to know. I need to know how it all got out of there, man. Thousands of calories. Wow, that is impressive. Fucking tall people, man. How do they do it? A mall near you is the next one up. The local dead mall to find gifts for your family. Oh, that's so nice. Developed by Diesel Rave Studio. You interact, move to look, mouse to look around, shift to sprint. You got it. So no developer names I recognize, but Diesel Rave Studio are the developers. Let's jump on in. There are downsides. Oh, well, being tall has downsides, of course, yeah. No, I understand. I've heard people say that, yeah, like, I've heard from taller friends that there are frustrations. A mall near you. Northern Hills Mall. No blankets are long enough. Yeah, that would do it too. All the stuff in your backpack, right? You don't, we're not turning around. We need a gift for the holidays, and we gotta return some items to afford it. The star plushie thing to Jill's, the t-shirts to Warm Subject, and the sponge to Bathroom Delights. Let's remember this. Star plushie to Jill's, shirts to Warm Subject, and the sponge to Bathroom Delights. That's pretty easy to remember, honestly. I'll pick you up behind the Souls and the Goodman. Get a good gift while you're in there, alright? Like that box of mac and cheese. Oh, such a good gift. A box of mac and cheese. Light fixtures, ceiling fans. Yeah, probably doorways and just other various things to get in the way. Chandeliers. Low-hanging chandeliers. The big one I've always heard from tall friends of mine is just back pain. Just back and neck pain from like having to slouch down for things. It just causes discomfort over time. Famous Italian guy on it. I'll give it to your pops. He'll be real happy. You'll be fine. You're a big, brave kid. We're going by ourselves. Alright. I'm feeling this is going to be less of a scary game and more of a sad game. The previous one was kind of a sad game too, for that matter. No ski masks allowed. Well, heck. I shall enter. Actually, not yet. Not yet. Said it's a dead-ass mall in Northern Hills. Crouching in cars to see the... Yeah, that sounds not fun. Okay, so invisible wall, by the way. So let's jump on in. And then legroom is a question. Yep. Legroom can be a problem. Let us go inside. So it is a functioning mall, but only barely. So yeah, a lot of empty store A lot of empty storefronts, as you could expect. Yeah, this is kind of how shopping malls are right now, honestly. Last time I went to a shopping mall would have been... It's like 2 months ago, I think. Nothing inside this trash can. There's actually a couple. There's several malls around St. Louis that are not doing so well. There's 2 that are doing quite well. One of which is actually not too far from me, though. So, like, whenever Gracie and I need to go shopping for things, the malls out there actually, like, not too far from me, are pretty convenient and like pretty good. So I think this is an everything must go kind of thing, maybe, or no, just everything's on sale is what they mean. Bleeding edge virtual pet device. Literal seconds of entertainment stretched across several hours. It's a Tamagotchi. They're knockoffs and they're illegal, which makes them pretty cool. Yep. Appreciate the size you are. That's correct. Well, the thing is, Meerkat, when it comes to height, can't really do shit about it, right? That's the thing. Like, you know, I can always put on weight or lose weight. I can always put on muscle. You know, it's like there's things that can be done, but height is one you really can't do shit about. So might as well just embrace it, because what else can you do, right? Always greener over the leaking septic tank. Yeah. Well, because the septic tank has all those nutrients that makes the grass look so green and pleasant. Plushies look awfully familiar. Is this even legal? Got some shirts, and dresses and other paraphernalia. She looks very bored. Can't say I blame her. Working retail do be that way, honestly. I remember those days. Wow, cool clerk. Shut up a little bit before closing time. Should probably, like, do my job, I guess. Welcome to Jill's and stuff. I gotta return this. I want to return. Yep. Give you a $5 for this. Alright, cool. Star-shaped sucky things. Some kids claim these things start biting them. What the fuck? For real, though, you should probably hurry up and go home. It's getting late. Alright. Very good. Got the nice dress there. Yeah, they got some stuff. It's their selection is a little bit meager, but they're doing all right. They're doing better than these places that are closed. Closed for the holidays. This is the Rainforest Cafe. Are there actual gorillas inside the Rainforest Cafe that are blinking and are alive? Fucking incredible. I haven't been in a Rainforest Cafe in, like, without exaggeration, like 20 years. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Tropical, not Rainforest Cafe, Tropical Diner. Legally distinct Tropical Diner. Shop and eat. It's pretty sick. In the cool way. But the food will make you actually sick. In this actually sick way. Feels bad after digging in the garbage. What if there's something cool in the garbage, though, bro? Nothing inside this trash can. Dude, you never know. What if we find more money, or we find a cool half-eaten sandwich? Rainforest Cafe, man. Yeah, I haven't been in one in a long time. They're still around, I'm mostly sure. There's the gorilla. There's another gorilla and an elephant friend. Fantastic. Vending machine. A bunch of really, really old snack bags in it. I don't even recognize half these things. Ones you do recognize have logos that you've never seen. No. Do not buy a bag. I need a good Christmas present. I gotta save my money. Too stanky to go in the bathroom. I gotta get the fuck out of here, he says. Garbage yeah, a good old-fashioned garbage sandwich just hits different. Full of pretty stale water. Are there any pennies in there? Sometimes you get pennies in the water. Garbage sandwich and McDonald's Sprite. Oh, that's when you can, like, see different colors, man. McDonald's Sprite and, yeah, and a garbage sandwich. That's the fucking power combo that no one's ready for. Scattered coins have been picked clean. No coins left except for one. An obviously giganto coin. The water is so wet, I wish I could reach in and grab it. There's no jump button. There's a way to drain the water. Can I flush the water like a toilet? It's not Auntie Anne's, it's Uncle Urkel's. I appreciate that this man has like Daisy Dukes and also like orange fingernails to match the pretzels. Bit of dust on them. Oh, some dusty pretzels. The water's too wet. Yep. Is this you, Meerkat? Meerkat says, yep, that's me. I work at Uncle Urkel's. Uncle Urkel's Pretzels. And I speak in guttural grunts. And then you do this a lot when you talk. Nah. Okay. Good talk. Is that like a banana phone? Is it like a fun children's phone toy down there? Fantastic. Some mannequins. Can I like reach in and steal the mannequin? Or steal his penis maybe? It's shiny. He's got a shiny on his head, which means there's got to be something there. Oh, I can bust into the arcade. He speaks the truth. He says what everyone else is too afraid to say out loud. Wish this was filled with something cool, like wet beans. Oh man, what I would give for some wet ass beans right now. Worm subject. All right, you got me. Warm subject. You know what? When Gracie and I went to the mall a couple months ago, we did go to the Hot Topic. Hot Topic is kind of fun. I will admit. When I was a teenager, Hot Topic was like alternative and like counterculture and like cool. And then when I was in college, it was like, oh, Hot Topic, really, like that was so 10 years ago. Now that it's been some time, it's kind of like nostalgic. So it's kind of fun. Shirts are kind of cool, but the others not so much. Kind of a little questionable a little bit. Of course, you got some Pink Floyd. Dark Side of the Moon. You got some Saul Goodman with cat ears. You got, what else you got? Pregnant. Oh, yes. Oh, I love my pregnant shirts. I wear it all the time. We got a soy pog. Is that what's going on there? Yeah, I don't really recognize much else. People that never went to the mall, they missed out, honestly. They missed out on like some pretty primo mall culture. I shouldn't be allowed to own this shirt at your age. It's pretty rad, though. The one thing I will say about Hot Topic is that they have like started to adapt with the times. Like, in addition to band t-shirts and like counterculture shit, there's anime stuff. There's like very much mainstream culture stuff. There's anime stuff. There's like it's not, how do I say this without getting people excited? You know, like there's like sad, sexy anime vibe, like sad, sexy kind of hentai aesthetic. There's like that kind of stuff. There's like nothing NSFW, but like stuff that's like very suggestive, but also sad. It's hard to describe, but it's a vibe you know it when you see it, if you've been around the internet. Like sad, sexy anime. I can't actually interact with these, so they're just there. It's there to look at. 0 of 10. What am I 0 of 10ing? Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't mean to. What? I'm sorry, what are these actually? Why are there so many of them? I mean, okay, I guess it's oversaturation of pop figures. Because I get it, the pop figure thing was... It probably overstayed its welcome. Wowzers. Within the pop figure... dungeon. Pop figure sex dungeon. What's up, Lime? Welcome back, my friend. Yes, the Funko Pops, rather, yeah. There are people that go to the malls. Yes, there are people in malls. There are people inside of them. Although lately, not as many. Not as many lately. Do you have the special one? This is a they're Fencom Porps. This is a Fencom freak. I can sense it in you, but only a little bit. That instinct, a spark that is yet to grow. Collection. He says, no, I know. It's not the same as what I'm doing. Not the same as what I've given up to reach this point. So I guess they just have like a Fencom addict on retainer inside the store, inside the sex dungeon in the store. Kind of a lacking sex dungeon, but it counts as a sex dungeon though because of the propensity of Funko Pops. Your collection's grown a little more, then I'll add to yours, if you catch my drift, he says. So I don't actually know what I'm collecting. Oh my god, texture warping. Whoa. Okay, so he just says the same thing. Okay. Very good. Yep, Funko Pop Emporium. Yeah. That's a lot. That is a lot. Hey, Black Magic, what's up, buddy? Good thing good thing I am a complete degenerate when it comes to staying up way too gosh darn late. And I started my stream kind of late tonight too, so I've been I've been a naughty boy. Did I watch that video? I refunded the points because I wanted to watch it on stream, but we did beat the seed though last night. We did beat it. So if you want Black Magic, you're welcome to redeem it again if you like. So make sure to get the points back to you. What's that room over there? What was that? We talk about this? What room? There is no room. You didn't see anything. Don't be a snitch. So she's like, all right, we're just gonna keep that on the DL. What if we kissed in the Funko Pop sex dungeon with the little thingy, pink pointy thingy? It's good to see you, Lime. This game is pretty nutty. I love it, honestly. $10 back for the t-shirt. She's like, oh, someone got you this shirt, but you didn't want to hold on to it. I can relate. Honestly, kind of surprised someone gave you this. This goes from a pretty obscure show, and it's not exactly for kids. What was I just saying? What was I just saying about, like, sad, sexy anime, like, sad hentai vibe aesthetic? It's a thing that is, like, now becoming more popular with, like, mainstream fashion and, like, aesthetic. And it's that Hot Topic, so almost on the nose. Like, my goodness, what perfect timing. Yeah. From an obscure show, and it's really not kid-friendly. I can't interact with these little, like, pink dog keychains. Self-aware, yeah. Yes, I wish this was filled with wet beans. A trash can full of wet beans. We can only be so lucky. But yeah, tragedy plus time, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there were times in his life where it was frustrating, but the fact that he's hopefully made peace with it and is incorporated in his routine as something he can work with and not against, that's nice. This one's not working. It's because it's not plugged into the wall. Ah, that might do it. That might do it. Arcade. Sorry, we are closed. However, there is a forbidden... It is locked. There's a forbidden wall that we saw that has weird stuff in it. So there's probably a way to get in there if we could find a key. Sneak in. Trash can filled with wet beans. And also... Well, yeah, that's the thing. So if this trash can was filled with something cool like wet beans, and that trash can over there was filled with toast lime, then we can make the ultimate dish. The ultimate meal. And we become far too powerful. There's a friend with a very impressive mustache and a little hat. Troubled janitor. Boss gonna be real cheesed off if I don't finish up in time. Just muttering something to myself. Why is the lock on the gate? They should lock to the floor. Details. Black Magic's details. What's wrong, bud? Let's talk. Can't say no to a helping hand. I'm a little kid. Something can carry a whole lot of water in a tiny package, and I mean a lot of water. It's got to absorb the stuff. Most importantly, it's already got to be carrying that water. That wet water. Need one. You got one? Not yet, but give me a sec. Get fifth sense. I could sense it. A sixth sense, maybe? Whatever. And do no work without it. Much obliged for offering, though. Maybe I'll find something somewhere. So, we found some wet water earlier. It's right here. We could use our sponge to soak it up. You've got a sponge. Using it here would probably void any kind of warranty for returns. Do you hate water that much? I hate water. Let's fucking do it. With terrifying suction localized in the palm of your bald fist, all the fountain's water zorps into your sponge. The sponge Zorp. You've done it. Water's gone, and so is your sponge. Actually, not really. The sponge is still there. But the water's still there. Your sponge is still there, too. They're just become one single thing. A wet sponge. It's very heavy. Snatch up the big coin while we're at it. Big coin. Got the big yoink. The moment you pick it up, you feel a pair of wizened old eyes on you. I see no eyes that are wizened. But what I do know is we have one new very best friend, bestest of best friends, who will love this wet, moist, balled up sponge. I've got it. I got the thing. I can smell it. I can smell a wet sponge from miles away. It's my superpower. I established that I can kind of do that from right now. This is my 6th or 5th sense. It's a powerful tool you got in your hands right there, kid. Give me the wet sponge. All caps. I'll make it worth your while, my friend. You got it, fam. Oh, shucks, kid. Did he give me a motherfucking crowbar? I can get all my work done for the night now, dude. This is for you, kid. A key to open the gates of the arcade. Kids love arcades. I'm a kid and I love me some arcades. Was it Santa Claus Lime or was it Meerkat? Just Meerkat staring us down. Can't leave this way. The doors are frozen shut. There's Simon, and it is closed for the holidays. As the mannequins stare on in their nudity. Presents gotta be cool. Maybe real cool. But in present prison. Christmas jail. Or is there something cool? Do we finally get the joyous wet beans? What's this? One of those cool pet games. The one from Jill's. Screen is broken, the sound is all crackly, but it does work. And your mom told you not to root around in the trash. What does she know? What you don't know won't hurt her. Oh, that's correct, Meerkat. My name is Alex, therefore, violence awaits me. Bathroom delights. There are so many jokes that could be made about the bathroom delights. Yeah, it's a makeshift. It's like a great value Tamagotchi. We're gonna open the door with our key, Lime. It's a key. It's totally fine. We got little bunnies. Hope they taste as good as it smells. Take a bite. You know you wanna. Wow, it's soap. Wow, soap. Mix all these soaps together and try to discover a brand new smell. What's up, dude? Chipper clerk. He's so chipper. I love the Banjo-Kazooie noises. My bag's very wet. Is there cool stuff here? Cool stuff? Sure. Lots of cool stuff. A lot of places are closed, however. Well, I hang out with some of the other people working here sometimes. They're pretty cool. They're not stuff, though. That's the tricky thing. Try the arcade, but the place just closed. If only somebody had a key to crack that fucker open. And unleash the power. The power of the arcade onto unsuspecting public. Making potions in your parents' bathroom with the soaps, Meerkat. I did that kind of stuff as a kid. I'd be like taking a bath or taking a shower, and I'd take a cup with me. This is so fucking stupid. I would take like a cup with me into the bathtub or into the shower, and I'd like put a little bit of this shampoo, a little bit of this soap, a little bit of this, because like my mom had like soap and conditioner and shampoo. Like, you know, between the two of us, you know, for the bathroom we had, we you know, she had a couple different products, not a ton, but like I would like try to mix them together. I wouldn't like put it on my head or anything. I would just like mix them together and just see what it looked like, see how it would get soapy. I wouldn't use a lot. I would just use a little bit of everything just to see what it looked like, just because I was curious. So, I was a weird kid. Hey, what's up, Far From No Good? Yeah, some pine sol up in this bitch. That's right. Pretty sure I'd fall asleep in one of these things. And they smell like some bad cheese. Oh, good. Some good old butt cheese. Nothing in this one. So here's Saul's. Here's where we're going to leave later. However, Nothing held back. Well, there's nothing here. It's all been bought out, clearly. Motherfucking Brendan Fraser from the hit movie The Mummy? Are you kidding me? Yes, please. Depicting the heroic Rick O'Connell from The Mummy 1999, the Hollywood smash hit classic. His performance in that film was an absolute breakout. It really was. Brendan Fraser's the man. Your mom loves this movie. And this man. It would make her real happy. She seems to be asleep. And I just... you know, make off with it, maybe. We have the Oh, this is the pasta that our dad wants. Branded macaroni and cheese boxes spread loosely on the table. Tony's macaroni. Hey, forget about it. A middlingly successful attempt to use James Gandolfini's likeness to push back some macaroni. Goddamn. A middlingly successful gift, but the clerk is currently too asleep to sell it to you. So we need something to jolt her awake. Some kind of smelling salt or like fucking fire alarm or a pie to throw in her face. Something. Ammonia and bleach because the smell. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Meerkat says, for legal purposes, I need to advise you to not do this, by the way. Whoa! Are you, trying to buy something? I'm impressed that she's able to sleep while standing up. Go ahead and, like, look at it and stuff. Okay. So she is awake. I don't want to commit to buy anything yet, because there might be more where this all came from. So yeah, let's leave. There's a second floor to check out as well. A crowbar would wake her. Actually, a crowbar might make her like fall asleep more, forever. Actually, does this guy have anything else for us? You're a real lifesaver, kid, and finish the job before New Year's. Why do you have this key, by the way? I'm a cleaner, kid. I clean things. Sometimes you gotta get a little bit dirty to clean the dirt. Gotta get to places you ain't strictly allowed to make sure those places get cleaned. Have a great day, kid. What he's getting at is, you know what, just don't ask too many questions. We just roll with these things. We just roll with it. Alright, so I can't go up there. I think there is the escalator over this way. Yes, that is very much schmoovin'. The permanent sleep. The big sleep. Furniture outlet. That's a very creative name for a store. T-Rex with a cool Christmas hat. Up to 50%. How much? How much for the friend? How much for the big friend? For my new best friend. This is freaking sweet. I wish dinosaurs were real. I wish dinosaurs. I wish I was a dinosaur. Not really. I don't actually wish I was a dinosaur, because then I would be asteroided. I'm probably better off as a human. You're awfully chippy and happy. Chatty. Hello, welcome to the furniture outlet. An outlet for all of your furniture needs. And they used to be real, but then they got asteroided. Or cometed. I came with it all by myself. Can't wait to hear what corporate has to say about it. I should be asking you what you need. What do you need, champ? Can I have that dinosaur? That girlie is a cornerstone of my store. When I think furniture, I think dinosaurs. The heart and soul of the business. Birds, they are. Birds are the descendants of dinosaurs. That is correct. So that kind of counts. I'm thinking my store without her. But check this out. Did I just jump? You really knocked it out of the park with that one, kid. Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen a trick that sick. As in cool. It really brings me back to my childhood. Did we just do like a kickflip or something? Can you show me how you did it? For a price. It's a lot I could give you for that kind of knowledge, kid. A new couch for your family, maybe? Yeah, let me just take a new couch home with me. Put it on my back, and we'll transport it back back to my mom's place. A dining table, maybe. Or maybe a chair. You know, chairs are all the rage right now. Dinosaur. And that is the only option. That is my final answer. He's doing it! He's doing it. Oh my god, what a gamer. He's doing it. Oh my god, he's better at it than I am. Oh my god. Dude, calm down. Calm down. If you clip out of reality, you'll get in the back rooms. You could practically smell the fluorescent lights in the back rooms from here. Look at these walls. This is not safe. What have I done? I've created a monster. All right, well, we got the dinosaur. It'll be shipped to us tomorrow. Soon. Soon, you'll be mine, my sweet. Wow, your very own... Wow, I can't believe I got a Triceratops. This thing is huge. My very own woolly mammoth. Amazing. I need to get out of here before this man jumps so he clips out of bounds and fucking deletes part of reality and creates a black hole. This is dangerous. Polar Express 2, Jack Frost. When does this take place? This has to have been like in the 90s, right? Happy's Graveyard, no function, Polar Express 2. Happy's Graveyard, that's one. Is that a movie? Sounds like it might actually be a video game that maybe this developer might have made. Here's his friend. Oh, he looks sad. What's wrong, bud? Oh, Rich Geezer. Did you just drain the fountain with that oh, his eyes are the ones that saw. We're already in the back rooms already? Yay, lucky us. Was it just because you could? I had an ultra powerful sponge that just needed to happen. I'll not go looking a gift horse in the mouth, assuming the horse is inclined to give me a gift, of course. My young heroic friend, would you do me the honor of giving me that big coin? I'll make it worth your while. Sure. Many thanks, my precocious friend. Now, to test the legitimacy of this currency, as only a professional can, I shall eat it. Chomp. It's delicious. No doubting it now. It's the real deal indeed. As promised, here is your reward. A blank check. Oh my fucking god. Don't spend it all one place, he says. Not that you could. I promise that no number you put on there would be enough to hurt me, he says. No numbers exist that could dethrone my wealth, he says. Richer than most countries. As for me, this beautiful piece of history shall go right into my pocket, and then also my mouth, and maybe even my ass. I can feel its expedient weight upon me already. Sir, do you know about your pocket, by the way? Oh my god. This thing is so dense like a black hole. Fell out of his old man's pocket. I take it back. I must thank you again. This has been truly a red letter day. Wonderful news to completely offset the fact that my suit desperately needs mending. Well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, I suppose. Fantastic. We have almost collected all the things. Almost indeed. So a few things. Arcade. The arcade is the big one. I do believe. Let me just use the key. This thing is so that coin is so heavy. I wonder if like we shouldn't have it in our like I shouldn't be holding it with my hands. Is it radioactive or something maybe? So here we are, friends. In front of the arcade, we have a key. Quote unquote. It's still locked. Use the key. Oh yeah, baby. I wedged the key into the gates. Very heavy finger quotes going on here. And violently prise the gates open into a harsh, wiry, metallic bloom. You feel confident about your child's strength. Now you can enter the arcade. Oh yeah, baby, we fucked it up. Yeah, real subtle. No one has to know a thing. The janitor looks on and probably nodding solemnly. The bathroom guy is probably happy. Yeah, it's all great. So let's play some arcade games, except they're all dusty and sad. It's Liss Adventures of. Oh, it's the Adventures of Peeb. Yeah. I know of this game. I know this game. I didn't. Maybe one of the developers worked on this game. That's a 7. That's positive 7, Meerkat. Oh boy. Rat King versus Stinko. Stinko. Anybody got a quarter? So, yeah, these games aren't working. It's the arcade itself is kind of lacking. It's a boy. Oh boy. Is that like some kind of boy band, I suppose, with their own arcade machine? So the real draw is whatever the hell is going on in here, because apparently at some point they had to move some arcade machines to fucking tear a hole in the wall. The negative. Oh boy, -4 Lime. What a heat wave, Lime. So exciting. Got the pickles and the sandwich. That sounds excellent. So the mannequins are all you know, weird and naked and empty. However, I smacked that. I didn't mean to break that, but it did fall apart. This wig. Uncle would love this for his head. It is quite greasy. Well, we found an uncle wig. Oh, wait. Do you mean like for the uncle that works at the pretzel shop? Uncle Urkel's? We might make him very happy. Here's Uncle. You want this for your head? Maybe it'll help him speak in complete sentences. He does this. The answer is yes. Oh, it's for a pretzel. Okay. Well, we got the pretzel. He just gave this to you. For free? Doesn't actually look that appetizing. Now that you're close up to it. But free is free. You take the pretzel and wrap it up for now. It'd be wrong to eat it here. Got a pretzel. Yeah, he said that these pretzels look dusty. Which are the best? The best pretzels are the dusty ones. Why are there so few people here? Alright, yep. Alright, and then... How are you? I'm okay, I guess. We don't get a lot of customers. It doesn't smell great back here. And the roof is leaking a little. So, kind of a rough shift, but you decided to ask me how I'm doing. No one's really done that here. Thanks for that. Really. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm usually pretty shy around people, but this was nice. I will now speak in complete sentences, but only sometimes. That is tragic. Tragic that the pretzels are dusty. Yeah, sometimes a little bit of dust gives a little bit of extra flavor, you know? It gives it a nice, unique allure. So now I gotta get myself some snacks then. We got a pretzel, let's get some snacks. Things that we don't recognize, with logos that we've never seen. Buy one. Regardless of your choice, a bag of chalks pops out of the slot. Vending machine is clearly on the fritz. Now he can talk. He was just a little bit shy. We gave him the confidence. That's what he gets in return for giving us a pretzel. It's kind of like the lion from the Wizard of Oz, like getting his courage. Not familiar with the brand of chalks, but it advertises itself as a challenge snack. Oh boy. Anything else? The machine dispensed its final bag. The mechanical hum is quieted and its light is forever dimmed. Requiescent in pace. So weird. Fountain has been rendered bare and its treasures now in your hands. Won't have to answer to these crimes, but someone will. And that's not our problem. There's nothing else up here, was there? We got the T-Rex, so we're good there. And yeah, the cinema is clearly closed. Watch your first movie here, then your second, and your third, your fourth. Lineup hasn't really changed since then. None of that matters now that it's been closed down for good. Luckily for you, you still got your uncle's Div X collection to watch at home. Movie magic still springs eternal. So just the same 4 movies. Or, well, I guess 3 movies. Stealing water a crime? I think it's like... This was public water. And we slurped it all up. So we like denied others the chance of enjoying the waters. Well, there's 2 more things we can purchase. But is there anything this person had? But it says 7 out of 10. I think there's one more thing we've like not noticed. Your bag's looking pretty wet. Don't need anything. We've already talked to him. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, there's the 2 items in Saul's that we will purchase. Oh yeah, some nice moldy spots in the wall. That's always a good sign. Polar Express 2. I never actually saw the first one. I was me think about this. I was, I don't know how old I would have been when the first one came out, but I would have been past the intended demographic. But I've heard it's pretty good, though. Heard it's like a pretty well-made movie. And go up this way. It's all off limits. Already checked that trash can. There's nothing else in the arcade proper. Nothing in here. The pretzel already. We got the snackies. Is there anything in the Rainforest Cafe? Was pretty good. Pretty okay. Kind of uncanny valley. That is the one thing that, like, the graphics, the CGI was very well done. Like, it was very good, but it's but yeah, it's like very high quality, but it's like so high quality it's kind of uncanny. Like, not high quality enough to escape the uncanny valley, but surely good, like high quality enough to enter into it. All right, let's go ahead and buy this stuff. I don't really see much else. It's possible maybe we were supposed to not turn in the items. Maybe, like, returning the items reduced our number of things, number of collected things. Well, the Brendan Fraser cutout, that's right. Not supposed to be for sale, however. You have a lot of money or something, maybe I could sell it to you. That'd be a really goofy amount of money, though. Okay, goofy amount of money. Easy. I just wrote the word goofy on a blank check. Okay, fine. Works for me. I'll take that check and, yeah. Yeah, it's yours. What about this? The Tony's Macaronis. Return the broken Tamagotchi. Oh, you're right, Meerkat. We could maybe return it and get some monies for it. Tone's Macarons. Tonus Macaronus. $15. All yours. Just like, take a box or something. Nah, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. Up to you. Who cares? It's one per customer, though. Sorry. Yeah, I like your idea. Like your idea, Meerkat. Mallory, thank you, my friend. Mallory with the raid. Thank you, buddy. I was lucky enough. We were lucky enough to receive a Mallory raid just a couple days ago. She comes back for more. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for that raid. Mallory was playing. What were you guys doing last time? You were doing some. Oh, and there's Koala not far behind. Thank you both. My goodness, the freaking duo raid, the Koala Mallory special. Thank you both, my friends. Get the shout-outs going, my friends. Do a quick shout-out for Mallory. Doing some... Oh, that's right. That's what they were playing last time. Doing some Grounded. They were doing some Grounded last time. Some co-op Grounded shenanigans. I remember Koala said he got jump scared by a orb weaver last time. And then Koala decided to celebrate by eating an onion live on stream. And it was vocoded, so it was a harmonious... It was a melodic onion devouring experience. Thank you. Thank you both for that raid. How did the streams go, by the way? How is Grounded treating you? What would Jedi do? We've got Koala as well. We got Mallory. Thank you for being here, friends. I appreciate you guys joining in. Yeah, played some... Yeah, it was the... I remember the Orb Weaver. That's the two things I remember. I remember the Orb Weaver, and I remember the onion. And I remember the the vocoded crunch. It was delicious. It was delightful. Melodic Onion. It's a good band name, yeah. Yeah, you can use that one free of charge. We're playing... So this is the... they call it the Madvent Calendar collection. So you know how Advent calendars work? Where, like, there's 24 spaces on an Advent calendar, and each day in December leading up to Christmas, you open a little space and you get a little treat or a small little trinket or a present. And each day you unlock a new little trinket, a new spot to open. That's what this collection of games is. It's one new indie game per day of the month throughout the month of December. This is actually the third one of these that is holiday themed. It's the Madvent Calendar collection. This is number 3. They call it Madvent Calendar 3 Necrosis. So it's like spooky, weird, kind of creepy games. This game is called... You know what? I forgot the name of this game, but we'll see it again in a second. Actually, hold up. No, I think if I alt tab. This game is called A Mall Near You. and we are nearly done with it. We were tasked with going to this mall to buy Christmas presents for our family, but we only had a small amount of money. But through a matter of finding things and trading sequences, we've gotten a bunch of other cool stuff. So if we talk to her, let's see if we can return the broken item that we found. But anyway, Koala says it's good. Awesome. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it, Koala. Yeah, that Grounded is good. Mallory says it was good too. Made some good dad jokes. If you would like to forward the dad joke to us, I'm happy to hear them. No pressure, obviously, no pressure. Some Puppet Combo. You know, Koala, same energy as Puppet Combo. If you're familiar with Puppet Combo, then what I would do is I would actually recommend you check out some of these collections. It's part of like a collective of developers called the Haunted PS1 Collective, where that make kind of low fidelity horror games. Some of them aren't really horror. Some of them are more just like weird experimental games. But yeah, if you like Puppet Combo, if you like what are some other like well-known kind of indie devs, but if you like that kind of stuff, just weird itch.io games, the Haunted PS1 Collective is very much worth checking out. This is the third Madvent collection, but there's non-holiday themed collections as well. So it's very good. Mallory's got us one. Perfect. Thank you. Same kind of vibe with the graphics, exactly. Yeah, Jedi, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. The Haunted PS1 Collective. So it looks like we actually can't return the stuff. Let's say we're looking for Saul's. This is clearly it's a Sears knockoff. Continue down the hall there, you can't miss it. Thanks, lady. The girl behind the desk is nice, but she's a little sleepy. You'll see when you get there. Yes, these babies offer seconds of entertainment stretched across several hours. They're knockoffs, which is kind of illegal, but it's also really cool. Also, how did I miss this? Can you see this right here? Do you see the sus man? I don't have a Steam Deck, so I can't do, or a Stream Deck, so I can't like press the button and have it go like. But anyway, apparently I missed that earlier. So, because yeah, we found a broken Tamagotchi. I was thinking maybe we could return it for some monies, but I don't know if that's an option. So I think let's go ahead and I think we're done here. Okay, let's talk to this guy real quick. The dude, this is the hot topic. They call it warm subject. Let's go in the hot topic. And there was a literal wall of Funko Pops, and behind the wall of Funko Pops is the Funko Pop sex dungeon. We're happy to have you as long as you want to be here, obviously. I'll be going for another probably hour or so since I started kind of late tonight. He's got the shiny. So here it is. So we're in the Funko Pop sex dungeon, and here's the collector. Let's see what it is he has for us. Maybe. He said once we collected all the things, he would make it worth our while. Is this Jesus or occultist? I think it's like Funko Pop Jesus. Yes, you fanned the flames, haven't you? Because he was like, he could tell we like collecting things. We collected a bunch of stuff. We scrounged and strived until we got just about everything we could find in this place. I haven't met a lot of other people with this kind of fire. I admire that. Okay, what's he got for us then? One more item for our collection. I'm grateful, he says, to have come here. Grateful to have met you. Now I know this was all worth it, he says. Still, trying to end up like me if you can help it. It's nice to have a hobby, but that's not always true for obsessions. I mean, constructing an entire sex dungeon out of Funko Pops is maybe a little bit obsessive. So he gave us a trinket for our troubles, and we've completed our collection. 10 out of 10. Look at that. Look at that. Anything else, buddy? Yeah, it's not Funko Pops. It's legally distinct Fenkim Plops. Fenkim Plops. He just stares at his item. Wordlessly. You know, the clerk here, and in Bathroom Delights, tell him I'm good for dinner later. Alright, we'll do, fam. Yep, so that's the Funko Pop sex dungeon. Positive vibes. Well, I really appreciate it, man. You're both very generous. Hit us with the duo raid just a couple days ago. It's fucking incredible. Thank you both. Mr. Kubo's Cruelty Squad. You know what? That's a game that is also on my list and has some similar vibes when it comes to, kind of like aggressive aesthetics and very cynical writing, but apparently very compelling gameplay. I've heard it's very good. So if they were giving you a hard time in there, no, he's cool. He's cool. He's a little odd, but they're super cool. A little shy, a little dramatic. Start getting ready to close up. Get home safe, she says. Here, let's go talk to the bathroom friend. No, that sounded weird. The bathroom... Well, the bathroom delights friend also sounds strange. Let's go talk to him real quick. But yeah, Cruelty Squad is on my list, Kubos, when it comes to, like, weird indie games. Legally distinct. Yeah, we need to avoid any lawsuits if we can help it. Hey, man, the guy said he's good for dinner later. Still on for tonight. Yep, you're good, fam. What else is new? Happy to hear that. Something to look forward to, he says. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. This is like a dead mall, so this is... We're the only customer, I guess. So it's closing time. Let's head to legally distinct Sears. This is Saul's. And we're gonna wait for our mom here. Done shopping and stuff, because if all your business is done, we're gonna close up. The mall will close up too, probably. Are we done? We sure are. Last confirmation. Mall closed when you agree. Shut her down, baby. Oh gosh. Okay, now it's a jump scare game. Probably not. It's probably just like she just dematerialized. And now we go out the exit. The very like emergency looking exit. Oh gosh. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is spooky time now. Oh gosh. You know what, Jed? That's a good point too, Jedi. Yeah, because we never saw the fella's face. I mean, I assumed it was a dude, because I don't want to say that all obsessive nerds are dudes, but I mean, you know. Assumptions to be made about Funko Pop collectors and such. But you're right, we never saw their face, so using they, them as a default, kind of based. I'm kind of down for it. Uh-oh. But then this. But then this. What this now? Meerkat says I didn't expect this. Are we in the back rooms? Oh, it's you again. You okay, fam? It's just you. Sorry. I think I was walking to my car so I could, like, go home? Question mark? Says the exhausted Saul's employee. It's really late. Is someone supposed to be picking you up? Yes, mi madre is. The exit's down this way. Or in front of you. Sorry. I'm a little bleary-eyed, she says. Take a breather for a sec. Yeah, hopefully there's no jump scares incoming. I'm just gonna fall asleep again. Snork. Me. Alright, well, she's a sleepies. And lights are coming back on. Maybe we're clear of any jump scares. Although, I mean, fucking mall... Like, derelict malls do kind of have a spooky sense about them. Sometimes. Especially when they're extra empty. There's our mom's car. We're home free. How old are we? We're definitely a kid. We're definitely a kid in this story. Best Christmas ever. Look at this spread. We got the Sopranos branded Tony Macaroni limited time macaroni for dinner. We got a broken Tamagotchi. We got a bag of Chalks, legally distinct chips. We got a old dusty pretzel. We got a greasy wig. We got a freakishly large, freakishly dense, potentially radioactive coin. We got a collectible Funko Pop. We got a fucking Gordon Freeman-ass crowbar. We got the goddamn dinosaur from the furniture store with a Christmas hat. And to cap it all off, the topper of our Christmas tree, the crown jewel of our collection, the Brendan Fraser cutout from the smash Hollywood hit, The Mummy, released in 1999. 10 out of 10 gifts. G fucking G. Hell yeah. Thanks for playing, it says. Game is paused. I think we're done, though. I think we are done. That was a cool little game. I like that a lot. That was called, what was that called again? That was called A Mall Near You. That was number 22. 22 on our Madvent calendar. If I zoom out, by the way, you can see our progress. And again, this reminds me of Midgar from Final Fantasy VII. So you can see we started, I've been doing it in order. We start with number 1, and as you like go to each pillar, you can zoom around to the different games. You can replay the games if you want to. But yeah, each game has its own little spot with like a little thumbnail, a custom thumbnail to accompany the game and kind of give a little vibe of what it's about. And then you can get some like intel on the game and the developer names and links to their homepage and their Twitter accounts, which is kind of cool. So that's pretty slick. But then you can go back to the overall view and again, kind of relook at your overall progress. We are getting pretty close to the end, although it's worth noting we won't be able to play through all of them tonight because tonight is, we just ticked over into the 29th. I think it probably becomes available like midday on the 29th. So we can only play the next, I guess, 6 games, which is still pretty good. Some of these games are real short, like 30 seconds short. Others, like that one took at least half an hour, honestly. But that was a pretty cool one, though. Yeah, it was a liminal hallway. Yeah, exactly. The stale pretzels, the mommy Brendan Fraser. We had the goods. Incredible. We did, yeah, we wrote a goofy amount of money. We wrote goofy on the check, and we got all the presents we could have ever dreamed of. And then we had to spend $15 on the macaroni. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, that was a cool game. I like that one. That was fun. The next game is called Dream Laser. Let's see what this one's all about. Get lost in a gray realm where a stranger awaits your arrival. Developed by Luke's Offline and Dave Ja. WSD to move, look around, have to interact, E to go to the next text, Q to... Well, let's let that wrap around in a second. Want to make sure I have this in my brain. Q to go back, or to close text. Okay. And of course, these are all different games made by different developers. Some of them are spooky, some of them are weird and experimental, others are just quirky. And some of them are developers that we've heard of, others are like first-time folks. Let's jump in and see what awaits. Had some good jokes, had some good gameplay, with some good stuff. I liked it a lot. Laser or... Oh, you're right. The text was kind of hard to... It's a little bit fuzzy, so it could say loser, honestly. The one thing is that I have to... just give me 1 second. I need to capture this separately because it launches as a separate executable. So, uno momento. While the static is doing its thing. So we say... Oh, you're right. It is Dream Loser. You're right. The text just validated. Just confirmed. So, Dream Loser. So, are we in space? The vastness of space? It's beautiful. Okay. There's my laptop. Mastodon on federated feed. I can't keep up. X. R? Okay. I need to use the bathroom. Okay. My expert opinion? It's a poster. No doubt that it's a poster. It's like in Diablo 1. You click on the cow enough times, the guy's like, yep, it's a cow, all right. Like, you click on the cow once, he moos. Click him a second time, he moos differently. Like, he makes different moo noises than after so many times. You guy's like, yep, it's a cow, all right. It's I'm Not a Moth. Very good. That noise is a little bit ominous. The heartbeat's a little bit ominous too. Did I forget to unlock it? It can't lock. Hello? Oh, what? What? Why can I not move? I'm like in the door. Oh. Well, I needed to go to the bathroom, but now this has happened. Is it still a poster? It's still standing. You're being strangely cool about this, bro. Is this a new poster? If lost, head to my cabin. I would say I'm kind of lost right now. Up to the hedges, follow the path. Stay away from any suspicious voices leading off the path. Yeah, ominous. I thought the same thing live. The crosshair, or the reticle. Hank Woodsman. Woodsman? Like Woodsman? Got some nice blood trees. I don't have a jump button, but there's definitely something in the distance there. Yo, Jade, yeah, we're getting into something definitely questionable right now. The past couple of games have not been very scary, but this one is unique for sure. I like the pseudo CRT edges that this game has with its presentation. Don't leave the path, that's right. Granted, there's no ways to leave the path yet, but maybe there will be soon. All because we needed to use the restroom. If we would have stayed in bed, none of this would have happened. Let this be a lesson to us all. Just stay cozy. Stay in bed. Here's the dude. What's up, bud? I was not expecting Faith voice. I was not expecting Mortis, but I'm not complaining. It's a hot trend. Yeah, it's kind of been the hotness for the past couple years, and I'm very okay with that, honestly. I think part of it is because, you know, for a while there, all the Kickstarter games from like 10 years ago were like NES and SNES revival games, and now we're getting to like the PS1 revival games. These things kind of go in cycles based on nostalgia, obviously. Like as each generation ages and has nostalgia for what they grew up with. Alright, 12 rabbit heads, you got it, fam. Alright. If anybody, yeah, yeah, Jedi says don't like that. So, what? What, dude? We had an agreement. Did he double cross me? Watch your back, it says. Huh. Okay, that's odd. That's very odd. Oh, can't move. Hello? Password. There's a password, you say. Interesting. Let's try this again. Anyway, what I was gonna say is if you do or don't like that voice and you want more of that voice, that style of like presentation with like the vocoded synthesized voice. So you heard me mention it, and a lot of you've probably already heard this anyway, because we played it on stream a month or 2 months ago. It's called Faith. Faith, the Unholy Trinity. It is a like in television, like an Atari. Like an Atari core horror game, and it's very, very good. You've heard about it before, Jade? Yeah, it's in all caps, and it's on Steam. Faith, the Unholy Trinity, and it is extremely good, and it's very spooky, and it's a very unique brand of horror that I really have never seen anyone else like accomplish properly. So it's solid. It's a really good game. So if you like this kind of vibe and you like old school horror stuff, yeah, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, perfect comparison, yeah. Got the machete. What books do you have? One is called Chat. Oh, here we go. Chat Queen, Here to There by Klellner. Chat by Queen, or That by Queen. And then Motion Then by A. Corlinks. Here's the sleeping bag. So, did this guy really like double cross us? Okay, I got the machete. So I turn my back. So yeah, what caused him to kill me earlier? Like I hesitated for a moment, and then he fucking jumped my ass. Well, anyway, I'm a little bit nervous about that fella. Is this a rabbit head? There's a rabbit. Be wary, he says. Says Jim. Jim the bird. He wears their faces like masks. Maybe yours is next. Jesus! Oh my god! So it wasn't the fella. It was a different fella. I thought it was you. I thought you were the fella. Jesus H.W. Christ, that was unexpected. Did I successfully ward him? Yeah, I thought that bro had double-crossed me and I was very sad about it. Feel bad for killing the bunnies. So we gotta be at the ready for when that lad jumps out at our asses. There's a thing, he keeps following me and followed all of us. Yeah, that was a legit spooky thing to see. It wore their skin. Can I fuck him up? Seems like whenever we get lore about the friend, he decides to pop in. Oh, I have a sprint. Sprint button. I'll use it with impunity. But I need the lore dump, so I need it. I need it. PS1 stuff. Yeah, the CRT filter. Yeah, the blurry stuff is not my favorite necessarily. Doesn't always translate well to like a digital display. I know what they're going for, but yeah, I'm not always a big fan of it. Faith actually has several filter options, or just no filter, which I appreciate. The default aberration works pretty well, but it's pretty good. And then there's the low resolution textures. Yeah, it's like I know what they're going for because, you know, when the textures are sharp, it doesn't look very good there. By the way, I know I'm covering part of the bunny head. You can just assume that there's just a bunny head there, so I guess it's fine. Or the implication is that the heads are my own. I have collected 2 of my own heads, maybe. Some Slender vibes too. Yeah, kinda Slender. Like the lad that is chasing us. I wonder if we can ward him off with the machete. The moon is smiling at us. So saith the protagonist. No, you fucking don't. Can't. All right, so when that happens, man, that's rough. But there's no way to get back to it. As I was thinking, the machete might protect us. It is yeah, it's an aesthetic. Like, yeah, I get it, but yeah, like you said, Jade, there are instances where it is not my favoritist. Okay, so I need to talk to the fella to initiate the sequence. Babu. Yeah, what I need to figure out is what causes the lad to appear and then sometimes run away from us. I follow this path here. Checking my 6. Especially in these long, narrow hallways. Wish there was a checkpoint where we could, you know, skip past the intro sequence maybe. And just jump right into the action of the bunny slapping. Bunny slappages. Also, avoid dead ends for obvious reasons. Got the dinner, hell yeah. Time for dessert. What'd you have for dessert, or for either option? The question of, yeah, what was for dinner, and also what's for dessert? So those both sound nice. Early console 3D games, yeah, exactly, yeah. And like when you try to emulate them, because there is no blurriness, you're seeing the textures sharp as, you know, as they were made, and it's not the same, obviously. So yeah, the idea of like old PS1 Nintendo 64 games without that fuzziness, you do lose some of that experience, obviously. PS1 stuff, it can be very crusty. That's correct. Some spicy meat. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing, Koala. Then some gooey butter cake. Interesting you mentioned gooey butter cake. That's like a big thing here in the Midwest. I'm in St. Louis, and that's like one of our like more frequent things. So it's cool that yeah, it's available in other regions too. Gotta have Jedi. Thank you for hanging out, bud. That last jump scare, yeah, that was genuinely unexpected. Genuinely unexpected, and I like to think that I'm like ready now. I like to think I'm ready for it now, man. Ooh, buddy, that was a spicy one. It feasts on their heads. I think I just need to run. I think if I try to slap at him, I think it's out of there. I think I just gotta cheese it. That's how it goes, man. Fierce visual style, yep. It's so weird, I can't like move at the start. I have to like interact with something else. Pause, yeah, there, yeah, pause and resume, there we go. That's where you got it from, Mallory? Oh, really? Because like I said, I'm here in St. Louis. That's where I live. And gooey butter cake is a St. Louis specialty. Only here in the context of St. Louis, yep. I'm sure you can get it elsewhere, and it's pretty easy to make, but yeah, that's where, I think it might be where it came from. Yes, Midwestern pride, that's right, bud. St. Charles, that is, without doxing myself, I'll just say that is freakishly close to where I live. What a great coincidence. But yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, Miso carbonara. That sounds amazing. I'm very impressed. Yeah, E. Remember that time I got 0 seconds into the game and the fucking serial killer lad decided to slap my booty hole? That was a pretty cool time. That man really said, like, oh wow, this guy just spawned. He's playing the game for the first time. Time to shit his pants. Just directly into it. Have a good night, Jedi. Thanks again, friend. I really appreciate you hanging out. Joining in from the very kind raid from our friends Mallory and Koala. Very generous buds. Cast spell of pants shit. Yeah, when you're shitting someone else's pants, it takes finesse. You can't just be willy-nilly about it. You gotta do it right. So right here is where I got fucking bodied last time. I think if I read the notes, maybe I shouldn't be reading the notes, but I want to. I wish to have the knowledge. I think I just need to be ready to fucking run like a pansy as soon as that lad shows his dick. Yeah, see, this is a dead end. That's no bueno. That is the opposite of bueno. It's a hedge maze, so I don't know where the fuck I'm going. 7, by the way. It's the most I've ever gotten. Oh, I think I saw a movement. A schmovement. Oh, another one? I thought I've already been here. Too many dead ends for my liking. Uh-oh. Speaking of dead ends. I don't know where I am. Fuck. This is stressful. I am not so great at navigating these kinds of mazes, as Jet can attest to in some of the games we've played. I have 8. He needs 12. I'm so close. I need several more bunnies. 4 more bunnies, please. One state over. It's not really much of a thing, though. That is surprising, actually. And it's surprising, because, yeah, I mean, I grew up in Illinois, and I like to think Gooey Butter Cake was available in Illinois, although it was the St. Louis metro area of Illinois. So it wasn't like it was that far away. It wasn't Chicago. It was like Edwardsville, Collinsville, like that area. Glen Carbon, like that kind of region. So only like an hour or so away from where I currently live. The maze keeps changing, maybe, but he always stays. Thank goodness Majora's Mask has no mazes. None that I can think of. I mean, some of the dungeons are sometimes a little bit maze-like, but you have a map, so you're rarely screwed. You know what? The Under the Well is kind of maze-like, though. Under the Well is kind of maze-like and also kind of awful. Maybe I should just start moving back towards the place. I'm 1 bunny short. A bunny short and a day late. Start moving back this way and see if we can find a bunny along the way. Dude, I'm good for it, man. Yeah, I know. I'm just 1 short. Can you spot me? You know I'm good for the bunnies. I bet there's one inside of here. Up. No. So he is like drunk. He's fast up. Fucking hell. So he's like, he's a little sloppy. Mortis. Bum. Yeah, he's a little bit sloppy, so you can kind of maneuver around him, but God, he's fast. That was it. Yeah, I'm confident we can get this shit. I was actually hoping there were maybe more than, like, only 12 bunnies. I was thinking maybe if there were more, when you're down to the last one, it's not so bad, but now I'm not so confident. Yeah, we need exactly 12. God dang it. I do like hearing the Mortis voice, though. That makes me happy. Time to make an OnlyFans page calling it Only Buns. Only Bunnies. Just don't like these dead ends, man. These dead ends make me sad. Make me scared. Give me the real big frighten, friend. The car from, oh, Super Meyrocrat? Super Meyrocrat? I never doubted it. With its silly, goofy-ass control scheme. I've actually never played it myself, but of course I've seen videos about it. It is an experience. So if we can see him coming, we can potentially manipulate his movements to like get around his ass. Did I just hear something? This was where I got last time. Remember that? Well, not last time, but a few times ago. Went down that hallway and then it led to immediate murder. We've definitely been here before, as evident by the bunny carcasses. What if I just don't look at him? What if I just out of sight, out of mind? If I ignore the problem, fuck. Never mind. Can you stop him? I think you just gotta like try to lose him in the maze and just try to manipulate, take advantage of the fact that his movements are very imprecise. I played it once and it was a experience. One I'm sure you'll nigh soon forget, my friend. Oh, I think you're right, Cubus. Just he hits a wall. So maybe if I like can get him stuck in a wall area, if I can get him stuck in one of those long hallways, that would actually be nice because he'd be stuck there for a while probably. Being a single poop, just one. It's like in a straight line, yeah, towards your direction, then he stops, reorients. And then like tries again. And I guess he spawns probably in a random location. Hence why that very first time he fucked us up instantly. With like no warm up, with no warning, he was just there and he just deleted our asses. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think there's stuff we can kind of like plan for. I'm trying to tell if that noise we're hearing right now is like indicative of him being close. It actually might be it. That might be exactly what it is. Yeah, I think that's what that is. It's like the Silent Hill. Oh my fucking god. Like the Silent Hill jangly radio. Like how I definitely hit that first try. Like a real gamer. I don't know which way I came from. Bunny carcass means I've been there before. Yeah, let's not go that way. That might be the only way out, though. It was inside the dude's camp. Yeah, I thought it was the dude. I thought he betrayed me. I thought we were bros. And that he betrayed me. But no, we are in fact still bros. The bro code has not been invalidated. In a hallway like this, I should be schmoovin' every so often. It's a long hallway, goddamn. I bet that was the final bunny. I've never seen a forehead so big. Laughable is the thing that killed them. You can see him coming here. But yeah, this was the final one because I've not gone down a hallway so long before. No. And then he despawns. And like resets to somewhere else. Don't go down that hallway. That hallway is death. Death all over the place. He is too fast. Someone needs to give him a speeding ticket. That noise is not good. Don't like that. 11. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 12. We gotta fucking go. We gotta go. I'm moving. I don't know if the shift button does anything, but I'm holding it down as if my life depends on it. Oh my god. Could this be it? The noise is getting quieter. That's good. Nope, whoop, whoop. Don't do that, Alex. That's a bad idea. That's where good men go to die. Oh my god. No! How do I get there? Oh no. Oh no, I'm getting farther away. Huh. Is this stressful? God damn it. How do I get the fucking... I've got a machete. Can't I just cut through the walls? I can see it. How do I get there? What does it mean, Watson? Is this it? No, that's... I got got by that earlier. Gosh, heckin' darn it. Is this it? Yes! 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 Please turn left. I don't know what this means. Oh, yes I do. Get to the portal. Get to the portal. He comes in the night. No! Fuck you! Like, oh, okay, so that's the game ending. The game just closed. He needs to fuck slower. He does need to fuck slower, don't we all? So that was Dream Loser. So the game just ends when he catches you. So you're probably meant to get got by this other demon thing. Yeah, mercifully he was not using aimbot, thank goodness. Whew, that was spicy, man. That was nutty. That was enjoyable and like legitimately unsettling. I am unsettled. I'm all riled up now. And that was a good one. I like that one a lot. Oh, we have one more in this, there's 8 of them, and so in this octant. Last one of the outer realms. Have a good night, Lime. I know it is getting late. It's probably very late for you. It's late for most of us. I definitely want to finish the next couple. But like I said, we can't beat all of them because only the first 28 are available, most likely. Here's the next one called Trust. This was the final of the outer rim of these levels. Of these games, that is. So this one might be significant in some way. That one we just did was a pretty big doozy. They seem to save at least some of the best for last, which is pretty impressive. R to, let's see, tonight your demons will join you. Oh joy. Left mouse to interact. R to wake up. Developed by Ampuko and GP Lackey. Ampuko or Ampuko. Anyway, regardless, Trust is the name of the game. Let's see what awaits us, my friends. That last one was a doozy though, man. God dang. The last one and the one before was pretty cool too, but the one before wasn't very scary, but it was delightful. I don't know, man. My favorite might still be... One sec. My favorite might still be the snowboard murder game. That one was just delightful. Like a horror game jam. Kinda. It's like, it's a collection of a bunch of indie horror games and like demos for indie horror games. Each made by different people. And each wildly different from the next. Okay. Oh, you're the vessel. Hold R to wake. Do I need to drop this? To your flame. Huh. And the throne. There we go. Whoa. That's a cool intro. Alright, one sec. I need to actually switch over to 4-3 mode. It's one of these kinds of games. I can actually do that a little bit better. Uno momento while I... This switched up. There's no borders and such. Yeah. Some of them were made for this specific purpose. Others were not. Others were like stuff that they were working on elsewhere. But some of them were made specifically for this collection. and some of them are demos for games that are ongoing. Some of them are done, and like some of them are complete collections or complete experiences. Like the one we just played. The one we just played was probably meant to just be like only that long, and the one before it for that matter too. But some of the other ones are still ongoing. That's almost good. Let's set up so make it flush with the border there. I think we're all set. Have a good night, Mallory. Thank you again to Mallory and to Koala for the double raid. Again, you guys you're both so generous. I really appreciate you guys sharing your cool peeps with us and your stories of spiders spooking you, and also eating melodic onions or eating onions melodically. A dim flame burns quietly in my domicile. A grand, joyous defiance. The elements just beyond these walls. Can I close this thing? There we go. Probably don't need any more wood. And of course, it's a PS1-like game, so we get that PS1 era texture warping. Ooh, a little bit woozy-inducing sometimes. More awake than I've ever been. And thank this bed for that. Thank you, bed. Peering through these shutters, I can glimpse through the grace of snowfall. Looks like a fucking blood window, dude. I find myself the most comfortable in nights like this. The silence of it all, the act of preserving heat and cold. Such serenity near the threat of the elements. At the same time, there is an unmistakable allure to exit the safety and brave the cold. Be the only sentient being for dozens of miles. See the world that nothing else will. The roaring silence of the harshest winter's night. Only voices coming from within. That is actually kind of cool. I mean, I don't really do well with winter and like super cold weather. But I will say, yeah, the one thing I do like about winter, and it's probably the only thing I like about winter, is when it's like really cold or when it's like just snowing and you like step outside at nighttime especially, and just how quiet it is. It's so quiet. There's no air conditioners going. There's no birds chirping. Everything's just silent and dead. And it's cool. It's weird, but it's like kind of cool though. I kind of like it. Okay, so same thing. So indeed, we shall venture out. We have an option to run. Oh, great that the game is like, oh, you're gonna want to run, Alex. Oh gosh, is this a Slender-like? All your demons will join you. Oh boy. But the nature trail sign. Kind of interactive poetry. That's how some of these games are. Some of them are not scary at all. And yeah, they're interactive poetry. What's this? Nature trail. Yeah, some of these games are not horror at all. Some of them aren't even... Like, some people would claim, oh, it's not even a game, because some of them, there's no goal. There's no win condition. I kind of call them like museums. Like, it's a museum game. Where you walk around, you look at things, you hear notes from people, you hear messages, you read notes. You look at cool aesthetic structures and buildings and just scenery. But there's no, like, you can't die, you can't lose. You just, once you're done, you just exit the game. So yeah, some of those are kind of like interactive poetry. I like that word for it, Jade. Huh, that's a little... Oh, it's a power line that went down, I guess. Anyway, keep chasing this thing. It was a cool vibe, though, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool vibe. Whatever it is, it's gone. It started off nice and cozy. Have you lost yourself? Hold R to wake up. The bizarre sign. Have I lost myself? So we could go back if we wanted to. But should I? We do it. We start to close our eyes. I'd be willing to bet that if we tried to run back, we wouldn't be able to find our way. Well, actually, maybe that is our house right there. I'm gonna kind of look at this more. The power lines. Yeah. Alright, well, let's do it. See what happens. Trust. Wake up in your bed. Continues burning. Can't help but feel it's judging me. Does it know I left? Sometimes we want an experience rather than... Exactly. Some people decry games that are so-called walking simulators, but I think they can be very enjoyable. Like, some of them are really well made. Like, I mean, Gone Home is like the quintessential walking simulator that I really, really enjoyed. Did I even leave, or was I always here? Was it a nightmare? Was I just asleep? I don't feel like it was. Into the feeling that the silence of this night is an omen. And not exactly sure what I saw or how I got back here. Something is happening and I can feel it. Stay here with the fire, but I won't get any answers. Of course you won't. You also won't get murdered to death by demons that will join you. So said the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Stanley Parable? Yeah. I loved the Stanley Parable. And there's the new version that has like new stuff in it. That'd be kind of cool to check out. Lights in the distance, you say? It's the causeway. So we saw that power line, the power lines that were like down and maybe not down, but like were buried under snow and presumably weren't working, but these lights are on and they're guiding us. Yeah, I love the Stanley Parable. What a fun game. The original mod, that's right, it started as a Half-Life 2 mod, and it's going into something else entirely, and I love it. But yeah, there's the like improved version with new endings and new content. That'd be cool to check out at some point. We're getting music, by the way. It's getting louder. Is it that every time we reach a light, it changes the note? It's exactly what it is. It's like a chord progression. Firewatch. Dude, I've heard Firewatch is amazing. Yeah, I've heard Firewatch is really something special. I thought these are like spiderweb tendrils at first. This one isn't that kind of lamp, but it's still something. Oh. I have a jump button, by the way. We Mario 64? Can I jump through the painting? Huh. Oh. What? We antechamber now? Yeah. Yeah, I think we antechamber now. Alright. I mean, I'm down. Just unexpected is all. Now, where would I have come from? I think I would have... Where were the small lights? I think the small lights were this way. Yeah, so so let's continue this way then. So that's a demonstration of some antechamber shenanigans. Aw. Now, I don't know if am I supposed to mess with these? It's just gonna spit me out. There. Huh. Keep following the lights, though. Here we go. We don't know where this one's gonna lead. Oh my. Is it a Windows 98 screensaver? Are we inside? Oh my. This is real heckin' cool. I like this a lot. Squishy snow? Yeah, kinda, actually. Squishy, not very crunchy. We approach 3 objects. The 3 spiritual stones from Ocarina of Time. This is really cool. I like this a lot. I don't understand it, but I do like it. That's really slick. What cool visuals. Creating a spider web. So I guess we have 3 choices. Goron Ruby, Zora Sapphire, Kokiri Emerald, looking a little different than I remember them, but... Alright, well... Umbrella. The king. King shit. What about you, Zora Sapphire? What you got, fam? The monarchy. Okay. Lastly but not leastly. The damned. Okay. Well, we've summoned all 3 of them. What's our reward? The dream. How'd I get back here? Some Proteus vibes? Yeah, Proteus. That's another one. This says causeway, so we could go back the same way, or we could... It was facing us towards our cottage, our house. Let's go back inside. Yeah, pretty vibes with a simulator framework. Yes. Yeah, I've never actually played Proteus, but it looks really cool. I think I actually do have it. I think I own it. This always kind of throws me off. It looks like a doormat. There's should be a door right here. Grows stronger, as if it's anxious to escape, burning with a passion that is something to be reckoned with. Starting to doubt the quality of sleep I'm getting from this dang thing. Can't say I blame you, bud. Oh. Are you the demon friend we were promised? The Melodious Onion album, that's right. Am I falling asleep? I don't mean to. Still Windows 98 screensaver, by the way. We can't stay here forever, it says. Our flame needs to breathe. Oh. Where the hell am I? There's the lights. Have you lost yourself? Hold R to wake up once again. Alright, might as well. Oh, about that fire. Yeah, the fire is everywhere right now. It burns. Just one wireframe vibes, yeah, yeah. Said let it out, so I'll open the door for it. Oh. Huh. Yep, it burns all right. It won't budge. Oh, it'll burn it on its own, it looks like. I can see it. I know you. Okay. This is a very cool effect. Fire slowly eating away at everything. So what exactly are you? It's like it's winding down. Is this the thing I saw in the snow earlier? I'm not holding the button. Are we going asleep? Ooh. Here we are again. Powder Toy? I don't think I've heard of that one. Is that a similar cool game? Fire's gone. Our house is fully, you know, present again. Feels like it's not even here. This isn't right. Awfully dark right now. There's a thing over there. It's just this nature trail. I guess we'll follow it then. Powder Toy's really good. Psychic simulator toy. Or physics, rather. Physics, yeah. Oh, really? That sounds kind of cool. Oh, maybe I do know what you're talking about. Maybe I've seen it. But I just forgot about it. What? Why is the snow, like, decompressing on its own? It's kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, looks like it's calmed down. So to be clear... So if I just go this way... There's not really a trail I can follow, so it's tricky. What's that? What? Oh. I assume it means I'm going the right way. The snow, it's just undulating. Those kinds of physics sandbox browser games, yes, I do remember a few of those. Like Falling Sand, simulator games. What does it mean? It's a death metal band logo. When they're completely illegible. Something... I can't feel anything, it says. I cannot feel anything. It hurts. It's gonna crush us. Oh, it's getting loud. Oh. Did it crush us? Oh, we're not done. We're not dead. My flame has abandoned me. Did we, like, just start it up again and put some more logs in? Put another log on the fire? No comfort to be found here, he says. Everything is gone. Is it like all because we ventured out when we should have stayed at home? Is it a lesson of being too ambitious for our own good? I can't feel anything. Well, what if we follow this? Starting to understand what's happening. It's been burning at my soul, he says. Crushing, awful realization. This world is not what it seems. It's one that I've manufactured. This life I'm living, fabricated with it. So full of agency and freedom. Leaves a void which genuinely terrifies me. No matter how stubborn I am, how much I want to live this life, I cannot feel anything from it. So he's saying he's like inventing this reality for himself. Cannot cope. And here we are back again. So it's our reflection. So this is us. It's me. Got a little blinky eyes. It's always been me. Only demon of this world. We're actually pretty adorable, honestly. Eternal servant to thy flame. Do we have a crown now? Or a halo, maybe? Are we no longer a demon, but a friend? Okay, here's our jump animation. It's brighter now. I could feel something. So is this resolution? Digging gravel in Minecraft? It actually kind of does. It does kind of sound like it. Blop, 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 blop. A fiction framed so tightly it seems almost real. Fire's going, dude. Looks good to me. It never did leave me. I yearn for it once more, as too it yearns for me. Ready to recollect my flame. Ready to burn again. So we picked it back up. Just the flame. The log is still there. An engine sits idle. Its flame taken, yet the world to produce persists indefinitely. Creation separating from its creator. Awaiting others to give it new purpose. How many times have I found myself back here before? How many more times will I find myself here again? Will I ever find a true comfort like the few I imagine? I can only hope for the future. It's all I know I have. Anything else? Something else loaded in. Hello, voice? Oh, it's you! Or it's me? Sorry to have deceived us both, it says. Thought I needed this. I need to escape. What I've ever known and created has always seemed so fulfilled, living their own stories. Living for themselves and their world, never concerned with authoring realities outside their own. I always assumed that I would start my own story as soon as I satisfied my flame. After an eternity of creating, I realized that day may never come. Oh my. Whoa. Abandoned my flame into a vessel, manifesting this reality to be unburdened by its needs. Left all memories behind and assumed my artificial role. Told myself I've always been here, and that my demons were never a part of me. I think I did that because I believed my eternal pursuit of art was a curse, that I would never get to escape it and finally have my own story. Realized an eternal life of passions and the endless pursuit of art is still a story worth having. Oh, there you are. We don't get the snow trudging noise anymore. Should never have blamed the flame. It's always been there for me. It's been a part of me. My seed of purpose. Even if I'll never satisfied, it makes me happy to try. To create things that never were. Things that never will. Create things that encompasses me. Here you are. Glad I got to share this world with you. Hope to meet you again someday and we'll share what we both made. Until then, it's time to wake up. Alright. There it is. Thus ends the game. That's an interesting one. I like that. Sometimes you get these games as well. These games that are philosophical in nature. There's a lot of potential ways, I think, to gotta download that one. But my interpretation, if anybody wants to hear it, is that like sometimes it's okay. Well, not even sometimes. Generally speaking, it's okay to like not necessarily feel like it's okay to not necessarily feel that you like have like a grand major purpose or a grand dream. Like it's okay to have like simple dreams. Like, you know, some people be like, oh man, what do you want to, like, well, in the case of art, what do you want to do with your art? Do you want to be world famous? Do you want to reinvent a new genre? Do you want to be for your art to be seen by millions? Do you want to make a bunch of money? Some people are just like, nah man, I just like doing this. Like the creation in and of itself is enough for me. And I think that game is like the author or the developer kind of exercising that thought of being like, no, it's okay if this is all it is, that's fine. You know, if your games or your art never gets seen by more than a couple hundred, a couple thousand people, like that's fine. If you're never world famous, you're not on the cover of magazines. That's okay to have like to have simple ambitions, which is something that I think a lot of us can be reassured by, because some of us do have big ambitions, others we're still working on it. So I think it's nice. So yeah, it was good. It was good. And yes, also, yes, Jade, you're right. Yeah, there was no combat, no baddies. It was good. It was nice and chill. I like that one a lot. Again, that was by Truss, or that was Truss, made by Umpuko and GP Lackey. Very good. I like that one as well. And that means we've unlocked the central pillar, which means we can start, if we wanted to, on the final section. I think I will wrap it up here though. I think we'll save this for sometime over the weekend. I will most likely manage a bonus stream sometime over the weekend, whether it be Saturday or Sunday. I think I'll also have Monday off, so we will have another opportunity to finish this puppy up, get those last 6 games knocked out. It's like the idea of saving whatever is at the end for the next time. But yeah, those last couple of games were pretty good doozies, I would say. I would say a lot of times with these collections of the Haunted PS1 variety, they tend to save, I don't want to say the best for last, but some of the most memorable ones for last. Although, again, that snowboarding one, you know what? Let's do one more victory lap with the snowboarding one. Let's see if I can remember which one it was. Because that snowboarding one was so fun. And so campy and silly. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Yeah, Swole was an odd one. I didn't dislike it, but it was a little bit long on the tooth for not a lot of gain. But this one was just incredible. I love this one. Love me some blood borders. Borders. Yeah, this one's fun. That last game was deep and introspective and philosophical. This one is goofy and dumb, and I love it. It's a fun old game. Looks like the dimensions are close enough. So we'll do one more victory lap of this game, then we'll call it. I'll take the abstract board. We got the Cat Jam, yeah. The like 90s AF soundtrack. Love it. Yeah, when it comes to, I'm thinking more about the game we just played. I'm still kind of unpacking some of the themes I was exploring. One thing that comes to mind that I remember agreeing with when I was watching Jabroni Mike stream. He's one of my regular streamers that I like watching. One of my favorite streamers. And he was talking about how for a long time he's a creative guy, like he's a drummer, he's a musician, and he like he's done a bunch of things over the years, but was always kind of like unsatisfied with work, with the jobs that he held. Was never really vibing to a lot of the stuff. And at one time he tried streaming just to get into it, and really took to it, really likes it. He's pretty successful. He's a pretty popular streamer. He's talking about how it satisfies a creative itch he didn't necessarily know that he had, but it's like it's just a satisfying thing to do. It's like it's a project that he's always working on. Like there's always things to improve, there's always new games to check out, new alerts, new emotes, new art to make for it, or to seek artists out to help him make stuff for it. Like it's like an ongoing project that just the act of having a stream, having a channel, and having it like being a thing to work on is something that's very much a positive thing for him. And I remember like watching him being like, yeah, that's how I feel about streaming. Like almost to a T. I'm not particularly successful, at least not yet, but yeah, I agree with the notion that yeah, it scratches a unique creative itch. I'm not an artist. I used to be a musician, but I was never very good, honestly. So I think I can identify with that feeling of being like, I want to create something. I want to like have some kind of project that scratches that kind of itch, but not really knowing how to seek it out. Gift found. Oh, industry. Whoopsie daisy. Just got fucking obliterated. So I thought that was just an interesting thing that he was saying in his stream that, like I said, I was able to kind of identify with, at least to a degree. So I thought that was neat. But yeah, this game is just the best. I love this game. Although I'm running out of time, I gotta get some kills. Yeah, when they bunch up like this, that's the time to get some slappies. There, that was a fucking triple kill right there. Oh my god, I'm running into everything. Oh, fuck. What is this? Yeah, snowboarding road rage. It's called Blood Borders with a Z. I'll check the developer name in a second. Because, yeah, I'm going to be following up on a bunch of developers and games. Because half the time, at least half the time, whoa, is that you'll find a developer who has made a game in these packs, and then you'll look up their Twitch, or the Twitter, sometimes Twitch, but their Twitter, check out their website. They probably have an itch.io page where they've made other games. Or sometimes they've like taken a game they've made for these collections and expanded it into its own standalone thingy with more content. Oh my god. Ouch. Look at all those delicious bodies to harvest. There we go. Yes, kill. See, now time is of no consequence. Like how they spawn and just drop in front of you. And usually we get more dudes. Mr. President, that's okay. We just get more dudes as time goes on. Woo! Cowabunga! Oh, in the fucking meat grinder. We got that checkpoint though, so we're fine. We got the checky. We've played through this once before. Earlier, we played it for the first time because this was number, I think, 18 in the list. So we played through it earlier. And I played through it twice. Once just for funsies, and the second time to get all the presents. And you don't unlock anything by getting all the presents, but you unlock the feeling of self-satisfaction. And that's priceless, honestly. The satisfaction of a job well done. Now, if only these guys got fucking pulped by the meat grinders the way that I do when I fly through them. Cowabunga. Radical. I'm gonna slow it down so we can get a few more stragglers. Who else? Who else wants to play? I want to get that last one. This game is like a nice firm handshake. It's a very satisfying one, that's for sure. 52 kills. There it is. That's Blood Borders. Love it. So that is going to end the night, my friends. We're going to continue with this collection sometime over the weekend.